Oh, shit. Yeah, damn.
Hello.
Okay, we're here now.
Hello.
Hello.
Now we're cooking
Yep.
with gas. Okay, give us a better intro than last time, Toby. Go!
Oh, well. Oh, I hear it twice. Shit. Okay. So, we got a job to go into a big poop pipe to take care of Vampire Boy, and we did so, but at the cost of Alric. A great ceremony was held further after, and he, at the end of the session, ran through the door, burnt to a crisp and blonde.
Okay, that's still only about half the episode, but okay. We also had downtime. Anyways, we enter,
Oh, I
and
forgot about all the downtime.
Magnus is reading the latest note from Sal. This is like the first time in like a week and a half you've heard from her. So Sal, what does your note to Alric say? Or not Alric, your note to Magnus say? Your pen pal. Remember, last time you were talking to him, you thought it might be the last time you're talking to him, and then you got into the school but had no way of telling him until now.
Shoot. Okay, I gotta improvise the first part because I did not realize I didn't know. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Dear Magnus Reed. I hope this letter finds you well. I did indeed get into the school. I am doing well so far. It's been fine. However, today was a totally bad day at the place. At first, it wasn't that bad since we just had to get like some rats in the sewer for a quest, which I never wish to go down there again. And the smell is not the only reason I'll never go down there. Let me tell you what I saw down there. There was a damn now Nasir. I didn't even know that was a thing. Then, like, Frog told me all the crazy things about it. Literal horror novel creature in the flesh. I only saw its feet peer out of a door, and I booked it right out of that place. To make it worse, the rats we didn't get somehow conjoined together into a huge rat behind us, while that beast was in front. Thankfully, I left before it became one big rat. My friend wasn't so lucky and ended up practically trapped down there for basically an hour. To clarify, she is alive. She took drugs to get out of it somehow? Question mark. Last time I saw her, like, blood was streaming out her face. For an instant, I thought she got hurt badly, but there wasn't even a scratch from her from what I saw. I do confess I feel like a total asshat for leaving her, but that was practically guaranteed death for like a small creature like and I would rather not be turned to a furry petticoat. We all got reprimanded by one of our teachers, one for damage to the sewer, and two for one of us taking drugs. So now they think we're all drug huffing hooligans who had a bad trip in the sewer. You would think they would have half a mind to believe the majority of us. I just hope this doesn't end up on any report card. But nonetheless, I got a neat egg-like thing after I went back down there after it was defeated. Well, defeated is a strong word, I guess. I assume the damn thing ran away and dropped this. Either that or whoever owned that little janitor room was storing this thing. Unsure. Still trying to rack my brain around this. Hope you're doing better than I am, Magnus. Best regards, Salami.
Yeah, then X, think about your response for their next session. And as soon as you're done reading this, Mochi's like peering over your shoulder as always, being like, "Oh, yeah, we finally heard from the." And then the vampire-ified, spawnified Alric bursts through the door. What the fuck? You literally watch your door fly off its hinges with unnatural strength as he bursts in with minor burns that quickly heal themselves shut.
Am I upstairs or am I downstairs?
Yeah, you're upstairs. It was
okay.
like
I hear that and I immediately the clock, and I will come downstairs, ready
I
to
will
punch
immediately
if I
get
have
my
to.
hammer and just get prepared.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on.
What
Put
the
his hand
fuck was that?
I have questions. What
Alric?
happened?
Let's sit down.
Why was I in the ground?
You know
No.
what? Just for my sake, all three of you roll intelligence intelligence insight checks, because this should be pretty obvious, but also I'm realizing not all of you might know how vampires work. So like, you know what I'm saying? All of you roll that, please. Intelligence insight.
Everyone or just those three?
Just those three, because I don't know, you're probably upstairs.
15?
Yeah.
Why are you rolling? This was to see
Oh.
if they knew
Oh,
you were.
oh,
I
I don't know.
thought he
You're
was.
right. I already admitted I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, since you haven't commented on the scene yet, I'm just going to assume you're not in it until you say I enter like scene or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, so you know what? Stupidly, Magnus, you don't know he's a vampire yet. Everyone else sees it fairly clear. And wait, Mochi didn't roll yet. Lady Rosalia, you look at him in the eyes, and you look at like the lightning crackling along where the wound was, and you immediately realize he himself has become a spawn of an Impendulu. However, somehow Magnus does not realize this.
He figures he's some kind of undead, I imagine, but not.
Well,
a
yeah,
vampire.
that's probably quite obvious. However, to be fair, there are a billion types of
Yeah.
ones. Well, not literally, but you get what I'm saying. You
Just
don't know
the one.
exactly he's a vampire spawn, and you don't know the exact thing of somehow Mochi barely knows. Because I set the DC to like 13. So
I didn't know who he was. I just like it was a random vampire, and I was just like, Alric? Alric?
yeah, vampires could break the door down. Well, on their own, anyways, generally speaking. It depends on the substrand, but that's aside the point. So yeah, Magnus, you don't know he's like an Impendulu or that he is like a vampire, but you probably can assume he's undead. Mochi, kind of opposite problem, I suppose. You don't know for a... This is how I'm going to rule this, because you got on the DC just barely too, because you have a +3, so it's like... How I'm going to rule this is... You suspect he might be a vampire, but you don't
I mean, 'cause I
know.
was the closest to him when he happened. I did see the poke a hole in his...
But you also are an unflinching optimist. So, you know, you're on the fence. You're pretty sure he's a vampire spawn, but you're not 100% sure.
Okay. We should probably sit down first because we don't. This is new to me. It's new to you, obviously.
I'm so confused.
I am too. I thought you were. Let's. Can we sit down?
Yes. Please?
Okay, let's.
I'm a little burnt.
Yeah,
No,
let's
you're
put-
not.
Burned?
Oh, it healed
We
already?
Yeah,
saw it heal.
I-
Alright?
That was more of a thing for the audience than you guys, especially because you failed your thing. Later, Rosaria, yeah, you saw that shit somehow. You burst down the stairs and you saw those last patches of sunburn heal up as soon as you stepped indoors. Classic recent vampire spawn behavior.
Yeah.
So later,
You
Rosaria
turned into
saw
one
that.
of those things.
The what?
He's some kind of. Okay, let's. From the beginning, okay. So you died. Earlier, yesterday, you died. We were fighting a vampire, the Impendulu. Do you remember that?
I do. I remember
Oh.
on the ground, and then Mochi ran off, and well, everything's.
Yeah.
I got sprinted upon, and that's it. That's all I remember.
Okay. some kind of do you know what you are? Do you have any insight into this? Did Miss Rosalia seem to be knowledgeable about this?
He
I may
starts-
not. I don't understand it entirely. I just know he has all of the things that match whatever the fuck we got down underneath.
I was gonna say, because I just thought he
I
was a
don't
random
study
vampire.
vampirism, but I can see correlation between what we fought and what that is in the doorway.
no longer in the doorway.
You're sitting down.
I start waving my hand in front of me and kind of just doing a motion. I feel faster, a little weaker. Strange.
When
Don't
you
feel anything inside of me. It's quiet.
right, does anybody have a mirror?
I get in my purse and I pull
You should
Makeup mirror.
Darling pulls out like a full standing mirror from back pocket.
Did you really think I was gonna pull out a foot? No, I just have a fucking.
This is canon now. It's too funny
Mine
not to
ear
be.
comes out from
It's
back.
too canon not to be. You like reach in and you pull out like a makeup mirror, but just keeps going. It's like super long.
Full standing mirror. I gotcha.
Border.
Is my purse officially a bag of holding?
No, it's just
Okay.
it's one of
bag
those
of
weird.
mirror holding.
It's one of those folding mirrors. You know what I'm saying? So like you open it and it just goes flip, like one of those fucking wallet portraits of like the in the movies of these are my kids. Like it does that and it flips out to like half of the size of a full standing mirror.
Jesus. All right.
You got it from one of those sales from a random artificer from the continent of GMOM. It's not a con, it's technically just a country. Yeah. It's an acronym and it's meant to reference gnome, but yeah, that's it's a joke. Anyway, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know.
And so, yeah, you got it from a traveling artificer at one of those sales in the bazaar, and then he never showed back up again. It's been the strangest thing.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Real gnome hours.
Mhm.
Would you mind looking at the mirror, Alric?
Yeah. Is it like? Did you stand up on the ground in front of me, or is it?
Yeah,
next to
I
you?
guess I set the fucker up. It's just ready to go. It's a pop-up vanity.
All right, I'll stand up and walk in front of it.
There's a reflection. I mean, you look a lot paler. Your
Oh,
veins are blue and some are popping out.
well, at least it's gonna be easy to blood work now.
Blood work.
Oh, I see the irony of that one, huh? Good news. I'm not hungry.
For how long?
Will be soon.
I
I'm
don't
guessing.
know. You
What-
must understand, this is new to me as well. I'm
Hold on.
having issues.
Hold on. Okay.
Ha-
I don't know much about Impindulus. Lady Rosalia, you seem to know more than me.
I only passed an insight check. I did not pass.
Can we do a collective intelligence check to do the check? Because I figure after the murder of Alric, more
Coming off
research
the
would have
name
been done.
from that broker.
Yeah, you know what? I will allow only Rosaria to roll, but you are proficient. This is the thing, remember, in this system you have to be proficient in the thing to actually help someone in a roll. Otherwise it doesn't do shit. So Magnus, you can help Lady Rosaria, giving her a +4 circumstantial bonus to her own roll.
What is he proficient?
Yeah, this would be Arcana or History, respectively.
Oh my god, it doesn't
Well,
matter.
I am a monster
Yeah,
hunter, but I
so-
don't think that helps.
So in total, it's a +5 because of what I've got. So it's not terrible, but it's not fantastic.
You can use
You're the only
Arcana history.
Yeah.
Because now we
Alright.
know he's a vampire.
Yeah, but she's
I don't
the
know
only one
shit.
who
Do you...
You did just fight one yesterday, to
Yeah,
be
I think
fair.
I
I'll
would have
be
researched
nice.
it.
I'll be nice, because technically, like, she's the only one who could roll, because she got high enough on the insight to actually 100. Like, you can assume, but at that same time, it's one of those things that's why you're helping her, because she would be the one leading this roll. So, like, I will be nice and give you the rare sacred in this system advantage, because Mochi said he's helping, even though I don't think he's capable of helping. So go ahead and roll again. If you fail the second one, though, you're just fucked. Well, you didn't fail the second one.
Yes,
Yeah, there's no way I can fail
I
that
know
one.
things.
God damn.
I know things that I shouldn't. It continues.
This
my
is the
streak
last time I'm
continues.
being Mochi. Being nice to Mochi, by the way. Mark this down. No more. The lore has changed so much because of Mochi's random ass rolls.
Slug?
I know
Done.
everything I
Done.
shouldn't.
Anyways, so Lady Rosalia, you know so much about the Impendulu. They are natives to the Baraxian wilderness. They live in climates like this. They're the only native species of vampire to Baraxis. All other substrands were imported here. And unlike most vampires who are closely aligned to death and negative energy, they actually have a higher positive energy resistance, the second highest among the substrands, actually. And they are a weird mix of a mythical creature and a vampiric one, as they are heavily tied to witchcraft. They are also known as thunderbirds, as rather than turning into bats or creatures of the night as is stereotypically known, they can turn into birds. These birds kind of appear like a weird mix of a hummingbird, a woodpecker, and a peacock. They're small and incredibly fast. The Impendulu are known for being incredibly fast. They also are immune to being shot. Period. Their reflexes are too great, and it kind of works like a Logia devil fruit to some extent, where it's like their body automatically reacts to things. So unless you're like actually restrained in some way, no shooting doesn't do shit. They're resistant to being stabbed, unlike most vampires, so a stake through the heart will not actually kill them unless it's enough damage to kill them, obviously. Similar reason, kind of like a weird Logia type. They can control lightning, summoning it easily, and they are well known for being seducers. It's their main methodology of hunting. Seduction, and then draining the blood of their victims. In fact, they need to do this to sustain themselves over a period of time. When they are fully matured, aka when they've drank a lot of blood and they're no longer a vampire spawn, they are very powerful. When they're first born, they're still pretty powerful. They have more powers than a normal spawn would, but they're still spawn. They're significantly weaker than their masters, and many a times they will be controlled either by a prominent female figure, in which case you have to kill their entire bloodline in order to free the spawn, at which point it will turn into a fully fledged Impendulu, or they are bound as familiars to powerful witch doctors, at which point if the witch doctor allows them to be free, they become fully fledged Impendulu as well. Or if they just drain a shit ton of blood, they turn into full form Impendulu. However, in doing so, they still are bound to whoever owns them, essentially. Killing them gives them a fate worse than death. They're weak to the sun as spawns. However, normal Impendulu can walk around in daylight just fine. Spawn cannot. And then, unlike most vampire substrands, spawn can in fact create spawn. If they drain you of the last of your blood and you are buried, you will come back as a spawn also under control of their master. Because, like I said, they, unlike normal vampires, they themselves are not the thing that are in charge of themselves. A normal vampire, if you were to go with the basic strand of vampirism, a normal vampire would kill someone with their bite attack, they turn into a spawn, and then for them to turn into a real vampire, they'd have to drain their master's blood to then turn into a full-fledged vampire. so on and so forth. And the normal spawn would be under the control of the vampire who made them. Impendulu aren't that. Like I said, they very specifically are bound to a living creature.
Interesting.
There you go. Then, like I said, they are well known for their ability to drain blood. Some of them can carry plagues. They are known for causing. It's a stereotypical mythical thing of they're known for causing misfortune and plague among livestock, so on and so forth. They can. The only cool thing is they can summon lightning, and they have the feature of birds being able to turn into very fast birds. I don't know how you know that, by the way, but you know so much about the.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, let's do. Like, I probably would assume we had a book. There was probably a book, an only book inside of the fucking thing, and I ended up reading it all night because I was so scared of whatever that happened in the sewer. I guess I don't fucking know. There's no way. That's why I didn't. That's why I wasn't gonna roll because it's like there's no fucking way I would know this.
And then I put it in our library, and then she found it.
It was literally a vampire spawn and you book, and yeah, there you go. Then you figured out half of it's fiction and half of it's real, and you just so happen to be like, oh my god, this was written by Baraxian, so the Impendulu part's real. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, there's like a
Nice.
lot of. It's like almost a gossip piece, and that's why you were so interested in it because half of
There
it
we
was like
go,
clearly
see?
fiction, and half of it was clearly real. And so, but rather than talking about it like actual like anatomy books or whatever, it talked about it almost like a gossip column. Like they said
It's like a tabloid. I found
One
a
of the
tabloid.
gripping news tabloids.
Krypton would not make a random vampire spawn in you a tabloid. Yeah.
Hey, why not? Stir up the public.
Oh my god. Oh
Okay.
man.
Anything?
I agree with the chat, by the way. Private chat. I agree. Let's codify it. Let's Dexterify.
You're fried, man. Anything? Rosalia? I don't know much.
I was just going to relay that. So yeah. Okay. So basically, on the information I just got, Toby's like less than a spawn, which means he can't become a full vampire, or is that the opposite of what?
He needs to drain blood to get some of his abilities, pretty much. You would know they have about a week before they go feral without food. Impendulu can actually store up a large stockpile of food. However, due to their connection to being more alive, air quotes, than most vampire substrands, they are capable of storing large amounts of nutrients inside of themselves. You would know he would probably, based off of his body weight previously, the amount of health he had, so on and so forth, you do quick calculations, he would probably have 7 days before he goes feral if he does not feed. That's probably what happened to the previous spawn. Because when they go feral, good news, they're no longer under control of the witch doctor. Bad news, they're feral.
Okay. So from what I read last night, Impendulu are controlled by a witch doctor of some sort, a living being. Kind of like they can store up a lot of food for like a week. And it seems like that's probably what happened, because I'm just going to regurgitate what I just fucking heard.
Yeah, you can just say I elaborate that to the party.
Yeah, I will just say, I'm just going to say, I'm going to pass that on. Repeat that shit.
Everyone except for Sinius here's all the information I just said about Impendulu. Then also...
Sidious will start walking down get out of the room and start walking down the stairs at this point, all kitted up and shit.
Also, I forgot to mention, Impendulu are well connected to Hyena for some reason. They can, like, not talk to them, but for some reason, hyenas like being around them, and vice versa.
Weird.
Okay.
Very weird.
They're just friends. And that's what you hear as you come down the stairs, Cineas, and see the once thought to be dead Alric.
Now I know this looks bad.
I know that sounds bad.
Okay. Let's.
No, I have a question. My Rosalia,
Yes.
since you seem to be the one with knowledge about this, is there a way to fix this?
You got a nat
No?
20. You got a nat 20, so I will say technically, yes, there are a handful of ways to fix it. All of them would
Okay.
be way too much of a lore boner for me to actually go into. I will say, yes, there are, like, technically 5 cures that I would give you with a... Because technically you got a severe nat 20, which means very good. You didn't get the most severe roll, because that'd be, like, below 10, but...
Right.
You got like very severe. So that's very good. So I will say I will give you the one piece of information that you usually would not. You know, like 5 of the 6 methods of curing this. There are methodologies of curing it. They range in difficulty, however, they are quite hard. The easiest one would be to just turn him into a fully fledged Impendulu, because then he would be in control of his own actions, and the risk of going feral would be reduced by, like, I just fucked up math in my head. I was gonna say 20%, but what I meant to say is like a factor of 20.
Mm.
Okay.
So if you were to find the creature that controlled the previous creature and kill them, he would turn into a full-fledged Impendulu, which would greatly increase his power and give him control over his own function and form, essentially. Which also means he could walk around in the daylight.
So
Which-
yes.
We'd have
Yeah.
to kill someone to get.
Yes.
Well, that's the easiest way. There are technically 4 ways to legitimately cure him. Like I said, there are 5 real cures, and then there's the air quotes cure, which is the 6th option I just said, which is the easiest one.
I think the easiest option is always the best option.
Yeah, then I don't want to spend literally an hour discussing about the 5 ways to cure vampirism.
Yeah, we can talk about that in private at some point whenever you want to info dump, but at this moment in time, I think we just want the easiest get out of jail free card.
The easiest get out of jail free card, like I said, would simply be to kill the creature that is controlling him, because then he's not under control and he turns into a full-fledged Impendulu. It would greatly increase his power potential and give him, like I said, control over his own function and form. Then also the chance of becoming feral, even if he is starved. If a real Impendulu becomes starved, they don't go feral for a long time. They just get weaker and weaker and weaker, etc., etc., etc. They just slowly decay, and when their body's at the point of where they're the most decayed, then they turn feral. So, like I said,
this could be a great thing.
I'm hearing that you're going to transfer to another department, buddy. So, do we know who this predecessor is?
Probably not.
We have no idea because the broker didn't tell us anything. I have no
What if it
connections
was
to
the
any
broker?
vampirism.
And we probably are too low of a rank to be able to go and go and ask.
The broker was not Impendulu like.
It wouldn't be Impendulu like.
I forget the name of the creature, but I don't think
they're an Ettercap, they're a spider woman.
It would just be a witch doctor. It doesn't have to be the same race.
Do you feel any connection to anyone currently?
Do I, Rice?
Yes, you do, and immediately you realize you cannot disclose the location of your master.
Yes, I do feel a connection, though I cannot state where.
Okay. Alric?
I don't like that feeling.
Alric?
Yes.
I think you should meet your master. Meet this person who's existent.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we go for we don't have a lot of options. I don't think we can take care of the blood thing. Unless anybody else have a plan for that?
Well, you said it has to be of the opposite gender?
Yes. It has to be of the opposite gender.
Technically no, but technically yes. It's a weird distinction. Because like I
Okay.
said, essentially the way they gather nutrients is through seduction. However, they can technically, as you know, drain blood from other creatures. Like you could do it from like a cow or a person. The amount of nutrients is just like minimal, but it restores hit points.
I understand.
Because it's worth mentioning, undead don't just, if you take a nap, you don't restore hit points at all.
Right.
Long rests don't do shit. You have to actually heal them manually, and the only way to do that is through blood. So it's like a bit of a yesant answer.
So, not drinking of the opposite sex is basically a vampire going of a human going vegetarian. Not as much
Essentially, yeah.
nutrients as you can get through other means, but it works.
Yeah. But wouldn't you still eventually go feral? Do you get enough sustenance and being... I don't know. Alric, the ball's in your hand. I don't...
I do agree we need to figure this out. And I understand if this is too much of a hassle for us to do so together. I don't want to put any pressure on you guys. This is a lot. I appreciate you sitting and talking with me instead of just killing me.
You'll see Cineas very quickly kind of like does like the thinking emoji face and then quickly like locks eyes with you, Alric, and he'll say, we might not have to kill this vampire. There's a chance that they can, from what I understand, they can give up control willingly. You can be free, so to speak, with a simple conversation.
Would they?
It's possible.
I could always attempt to go and find this person and just speak to them.
How tight is the binding?
Knowing
Rise.
A lot. If they issue a command, it's like the equivalent of a 10th level Geas.
Ooh.
Oh.
As in, literally, it cannot be broken without epic magic.
Oh.
It's like, when I say control, I mean the same level of control a normal vampire would have over a spawn, essentially, which is complete and utter control.
That's not good.
Genuinely, someone of that caliber, more than likely, is powerful for a reason, and has the greed to stay hungry.
Well, I'm assuming someone of that caliber as well might be interested in deals. It's worth a shot if we wish to save his life. Can I make a religious check, Reese, to see if I can think of some sort of ritual that could help in this process?
I'll
Either-
just say that Lady Rosalia already got the nat 20. She would know. I'm going to give a brief. I'm going to say you would know a lesser version of it. You do know that there are rituals that can breathe life back into an undead vampire. So the thing is, technically, yes, but like we're talking like Skyrim level bullshittery of like you need a black soul gem in the middle of the night on a double full moon. Like it's some pretty big time shenaniganry.
How about anything like retching control from the vampire, or somehow being able to find their location based off of this connection with Alric?
If you were stronger, yeah.
Damn.
That's
We
the
just-
problem, because like the connection is very strong between them, like I said, but it's also a situation of like if you're the witch doctor who made the very first Impendulu, you're not gonna want to have the connection be strong enough where anybody and their mother could be like, "This Impendulu was made by Jim. It has his name right here on the ID code." You know.
He's got a tramp stamp right there.
Yeah. So like it's one of those situations where it's like you could probably do it, but it would take a significant amount of digging because you don't have a spell like locate person. If you had a spell like locate person and like a high level spell slot to waste on it, like let's say a 5th level spell slot to increase the range long enough sort of situation, you could use Alric as a medium. Or if you had like a scrying type spell or a scrying type orb, you could attempt it at least. And then there's no rules against attempting it more than once. They just get a higher chance of succeeding every time for the next 24 hours. Like if you had a scrying orb, it'd be super easy. You just have to like put it to Alric's head, and then you'd have 3 shots a day to try to see who's controlling him. But unfortunately, like I said, you don't have any of those sorts of resources at your disposal in this moment that could help you find the person beyond like the info broker at the guild hall. That's like your best shot, and you know that'd probably cost a pretty penny.
Okay. So, I don't want to go out and kill some random, probably high-level, strong, intelligent witch. Especially because I don't know what they did or what they're doing. They could be a modically okay person. Secondly, if the individual was willing to just slaughter one of their other spawn, what does that do for... Maybe, actually, and he'll actually reach into his code, and he'll hand you your grimoire, Alric.
Okay.
Maybe you are a competent wizard with skills beyond my knowledge. You're able to make your own spells and such.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the previous Impendulu wasn't worth anything. You're obviously worth something whenever you meet this individual. Find worth, you have a job, something to do, and good timing. Maybe you'll be allowed to come back. I don't know.
If they killed them so easily, then there's a chance that we can convince them to free them for a price. Some
Don't have
gold
any money.
items.
What? We
They
don't
don't want money.
have money to barter. We have to pay rent tomorrow.
Well, I know where this person is. I can feel it. So, it must be in my nature to seek this person out, right? And
You
I,
may
Yes.
certainly try.
I also don't think you should go out now. It's a little too sunny.
yes, I agree.
Yeah.
The sunburn is not too great, and I don't think they make a sunscreen good enough for
I don't think so.
Depends. Do you have 1,000,000 gold pieces?
me. No, I don't.
Then no, yeah, they don't.
Does
Damn
anyone here know what a Impandulu might want. Something we can give them, a promise, a job, etc.
We owe so many debts already.
There's a chance we could save Mr. Thorne. I'm willing
Yes.
to put that on the line personally.
I just don't know if this Impandulu would logically allow for another fully fledged vampire to exist. I just don't know if that would allow the risk to happen. I don't want to upset the large vampire ecosystem that we're already living in.
What about that man that looked like me? We shared some pretty good liquor, some nice wine. I'm sure he has
Oh.
connections.
Oh.
You know what, Magnus? Retroactively roll an intelligence insight check.
Oh,
Real
no.
quick.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's not good.
18.
That's a great roll. You
Oh,
realize in Sal's
no.
letter. Wait a hot second. Bleeding from the eyes despite not being hurt. Surviving miraculously from a near death. You look at Mochi, who's bald because Dylan wanted him to be bald.
Mhm.
And you realize, wait a hot second. Her friend took a pH. You look at Sal's letter.
I'm gonna go bald. Okay, it's okay. No, I'm just gonna gray out my hair, just like that. Okay, here's the deal. We can't take any more debts. Okay, this business is being run on straw and rope.
To be fair, Silas already said you're free of debt from him. He just said when you guys become D rank, he'd give you a job. F or D rank. He switched between the two.
I don't want another one. I don't want to be.
You know what? There might be a trade in order if they were so willing to throw other spawns away. If we have something of value, and Sidious will run upstairs real quick, and unless something happens, he'll come back down with a bottle of wine. The same wine.
Yes. It's made of tiefling blood.
Yes.
It is so good.
And very rare. Very hard to find. There's a chance we could buy off this vampire.
I'm just this about these people are high society, and I don't know.
What better?
They are preachy people. I just am worried that this person wouldn't be willing for it, and they already don't want to be known. So if we show up, all of us here showed up to this person who doesn't want to be known by anyone, and show up with a bottle of wine, they don't take the deal, would they just let us leave? Assumably, I doubt this is the only connection that this person has.
Do I have a connection with other spawns? Or just
No.
my master? Okay.
I don't know how many spawns they have, and that one spawn, it didn't give us too much trouble because we didn't prepare for it.
If they are
multiple ones is a pain.
If they're high society, if they're so willing to give one away, then there's a chance that they might be a reasonable individual who we can deal with and, I dare to say, form a relationship with. However, temporarily, to present ourselves as well-mannered individuals who are willing to do jobs, and we are willing to trade and talk things through. There's a chance that Alric, even though he is in this state now, we can free him. He can continue on.
You know what?
It's your company. It's your call. He's your employee.
And I will say, I do not wish any heavy burden like this to befell your company or any of you here. I don't. I understand if that is not something you want. I look as you, I look at all of you as friends, and I understand the situation you are being put in currently. If it's a no, it's a no, and I will not ask any further. I will leave today and tonight rather, and I will do my best to find another way.
Okay. Are there any known, like, Enpendulu vampires? Any known people that are, like, known for being chill? Or are they all, like...
I mean, there's not many stories about them in general, because they're a very rare breed. Because the thing is, many spawns survive.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because like I said, remember, vampires are incredibly territorial, and they're native to the one that has, like, the vampires with the strongest backing. They literally have backing from the government and military. And so then also it's well known that Libris hate them. And like Libris are the only other ones who live in like a civilized society. Because like I said, Cam Drid and Occam Drid is canonically owned by vampires. So like they're super rare. They're very, very rare. They're like one of the rarest subspecies of vampire.
Okay. Here's the deal. Alric, you're going to meet this connective master, okay?
Can I have a sense of how far away this person is?
No.
Okay, I don't have that sense at all. Okay.
Nope.
You just know that they exist, right? Or something. Can he pull on it? I don't know. Okay. You're going to meet this master eventually, probably. If they even want, they probably already know you exist.
I'm sure.
But first thing I want is for it to be nighttime and a whole group of vampires show up. The best way to deal with someone who's obviously upper class and probably mean is to sweeten the deal and shower them with gifts.
I know.
They seem to be a fan of
be one in
seduction.
high school.
How'd you know? So we're going to give them the wine, and just for them, because I am such a lovely friend, you are a affiliate of the company. It's gonna go in the back, grab one of the copies of the book, with a little written note. To friend.
Oh.
You probably will figure out who I am now. Consider this a hello. And give it to Alric. Might as well show up with our hands open.
Alright.
Who you are? What?
Well, their whole thing is secrecy about their identity. You're my friend Alric, and I have to show this kind of protection towards my employees. If I did, it'd be any other way of weak, and I'd rather have an angry vampire mad at me than an angry vampire mad at you all. That's what
Are you
company
sure?
owner does. You see his knees are shaking currently, but I'm absolutely sure. It's what I want to do.
I don't
If
know.
you don't know, Mr. Alric, I'll let you continue.
You're fine, Cineas. Your opinion's welcome, always.
Cersei sits on your head and says cat and draconic again.
You're so right.
We could sell Mochi, you're right.
You are. You're getting really good at the pronunciation. Oh wow.
But
You realize he only knows one word and it's cat.
That's really good. That's really good, guys. At least in common for a 3, that's really good. We're getting there.
If your name and if your history is so important to you that it shakes you to your core, then those of us who aren't that worried about such things befalling upon us would be willing to. While
Maybe
my name doesn't have, I don't know what your name sway would be. I know mine had sway some time ago here in Varaxis. I'm not so sure any longer, but it'd be a good try. They'd know that we'd be business, at least, that we're serious deal makers.
Magnus puts his hand to his head and says, "Oh, shit. I forgot I have a family. I could ask my
Yeah.
sister." Yes. I think she's she's a relatively competent high-level mage, and plus she owes me for not inviting me to her wedding. I don't want to stick our necks out, and if we send our necks out, I'd rather it be somebody that is able to defend themselves. And Cineas, I don't know.
Well,
Your call, boss man.
Boss man, wow.
anything you tell me to do, I'll do so.
Sweats. Okay. Let's. Okay. First things first, I need to message my sister. Let her know about this. Actually, I could just walk down. Did you guys know my sister's married to Silas?
What?
Yeah, did you know that? That's information that I found out.
Mochi would just try to stare at anything but Magnus.
That's my brother-in-law.
Congratulations.
I didn't go to the wedding. I found out 3 days ago.
Mochi apparently knew for months.
And somebody apparently had it in their head the whole time and didn't tell me.
Someone was her co-worker for months.
Continuously not looking at
So
anything but he's just trying to not look at Magnus at all.
Yeah. So I could either go down the street and ask for my sister if she's around.
I feel like this situation got so much more stressful for no reason.
Yeah. You look at the note you got from his sister, then you look back to Mochi.
Okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to go try that. If I die, I die. I feel like levity's back. I'm back in business. Okay, confidence is back. Okay, it's okay.
There are so many words that levity.
Shall I accompany you just in case?
Sure, and I could use the company.
Wonderful. And I could, you'd have to talk with Silas. I would really love to get into, conversation with your sister. It was very fun last time.
What?
Catch up over tea. Did I not tell you? Like 6 to 8 months, or 6 months ago when I first got here, I met her at
Nobody knows my sister better than me.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, I've seen her fuck up a fireball. I know her better than her.
Of course. No, and I'm not saying you don't, but we just gossiped over little things, nothing
If
crazy.
you want to go talk, okay, yeah. That's if you want to come with me, you can. Phineas, Mochi,
Yes.
Comfort, read the book. Have fun. I'm also gonna cast Barkskin on myself just in case.
Okay.
Just,
So who's all going down the street to see Silas?
is it dark or day?
It is day. So
Not
there's
me.
enough canopies you could probably go.
And now,
Do we have an
who's
umbrella?
going
He
And
just
I'm
pushes you
on-
outside.
Yeah, an umbrella wouldn't fucking help. The lady in black's umbrella is like magical, that like sheer darks a circle around her. A normal umbrella, the small rays of light that peek through it would still incinerate you.
Understood. I'm gonna stay here then.
I
You can read my
can't
book
believe
here.
I'm authoring this, but my sun hat could potentially help protect you for a little bit if we're just going down the road.
Bro, you'd have to shove him inside your dress to protect him from the sun.
Oh, really? Oh, no, then I'm not doing that. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I don't want that either. Thank you, though.
Like I said, because if any sun ray hits him, even if it's like a half power one, unless it's like through a tinted window, it will hurt him. It might not be lethal or as powerful, but it will still hurt as if being in sunlight.
Mhm. Well, who's coming? I did wish for a Rosalia. Is that all? In the meantime, you can read the book.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Yeah, I'll
Alright,
read the book.
let's go.
Okay,
I'll
so
go
you
with you, Magnus.
read smut, and
Oh my God.
It's goaded. It's not all smut. It's goaded. He is an author,
It has actual
not a
plot.
porn writer.
For
That's
some
the
reason, the
chapter
undead
correction.
man starts blushing.
Is this nourishment for him?
No,
Oh man.
No, it might be making me more hungry. Who knows?
probably. Who knows?
Oh,
Okay, so who wants to go first? The role play between Phineas, Alric, and Mochi alone, or the Seeing Silas crew?
we'll let the ceiling Silas group probably.
I don't think there's gonna be much conversation. I'll just be like, "Oh my
Yeah,
God."
I feel like we're either gonna get fucking destroyed immediately, or it might go okay. I don't know.
Okay, so you guys go to to Silas's estate. The gate is open as always, and the door is in fact locked. What do you do?
Give it the
Just good old fashioned knocking, very politely.
The door creaks open, with no one answering it, and you come in to smell heavy, heavy smoke in the house. And you see similar to when Sinius entered here previously, a heavily defended home where it's like there's only enough space for one person, one large person to walk down the hallway, and there's redundant doors. Like where there, you probably assume there's a staircase based off of like the layout of the house from the outside. Magnus, because you're pretty smart. You like start mathing it. You realize there's like a doorway between where the staircase is and where you are, almost like a supply closet. And then all the doors look the same as well, and there's like 6 of them just down this hallway, leading to a room which is clearly being illuminated by fire.
all right. Well, I do like the decor. Okay, let's go.
You go down, and you see the same room that previously Sinius saw. However, you have a little bit more nuance to this, as you like books. So you see, there's a raging bonfire in the middle of the room that looks like a forge that was modified into a fire that has just in like random miscellaneous too charred to make out things inside of it. And then there's chairs far enough away and like bookshelves behind the chairs far enough away from the fire that they wouldn't get burnt. And looking at it, multiple of them are grimoires, and multiple of them are like very fancy books, like the one that Mochi was trying to buy previously, of like an encyclopedia of all potion ingredients and things of that nature, or at least all common ones. And then you see its rarer twin, which is like twice as expensive, and then like a first edition like alchemical book. A lot of the books on there are like first edition, and you pinpoint a handful of them that are like 100 years old. Like similar to the wine, like there are multiple of them which are like really old and but also really well kept, including some of the grimoires. You see like wear and tear reminiscent of what would a well-loved grimoire would have had over the course of 100 years, as well as specific embellishments that would be put on in like the old way the Magus Ascendancy was run and things of that nature. The collection's better than Simon's at his peak, despite being a third of its size.
Jeez.
Right? I imagine he's in the room, man.
Yeah, the hulking, like literally the man who looks like a hulking version of Alric is sitting in the chair closest to the fire, smoking a cigar, and then you see him flick an unlit one into the fire, just watching it burn. And for once, he's not in his Magus Ascendancy robe, because you know that, like I said, he wore a modified Magus Ascendancy robe, the one with the strange crest on it that's gray and almost looks like a masquerade suit. He's in this time. He's in a simple tunic. The shirt is unbuttoned at the front. It's one of those old timey like God. I'm trying to think. You know what Gaston wears?
Yeah, like one of the drawstring things where it's got like an open V-neck with the drawstrings or whatever.
Boy fit. Got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
He's in that, like the thing that like the Beast in human form / Gaston wore, but a relatively fancy one with the wrist furled, as well as an equally fancy set of dress pants as well. He still wears the same boots that he's always worn, however. And he looks to you with piercing eyes. What do you want?
Well, first, this is a great collection of books. Not to get off topic. Secondly, do you know where my sister is? I've recently been alerted that you two are, well, I don't know how, put in quotations, married. I don't know how the relationship between you two are. If it was a political marriage, then, I do currently need to speak with her.
He loudly scoffs and then flicks the cigar he's smoking into the fire. And he stretches his back as he stands up. You hear 2 loud pops as he begins walking over to you. And you realize you've probably never been within 6 feet of him because he sat in the first chair he saw in the library. He never was up in your face before. As he approaches you, you realize your hair goes to his neck. He's a very buff boy. So your eyes are just at the bottom of his V-neck.
I'm staring at his titties, man. All
You're
right.
staring
Great. Dude, you ate your grains, didn't you? Okay.
Walk, and he walks into the hallway.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do you follow it?
Yeah, I'm walking. This is my brother-in-law.
Follow the leader. I haven't been told to do it. Following the leader.
Okay. What's the marching order? Who's first in line? This is more
I'm right
important than
behind him.
Okay. How close
I'm going right
do you
there.
follow Lady Rosalia?
Do what?
How closely do you follow Lady Rosalia?
I will follow 2 person links behind, so like 5 feet. I'll leave us a 5-foot space in between and.
Okay. He looks back to you briefly, still with piercing eyes, Magnus, and he makes a hand sign, taking a hand out of his pocket and putting 2 fingers out and gesturing towards his own back.
2 fingers out, just towards his own back. Can I figure that means via linguistics?
You may try. That would probably be more of a wisdom linguistics than an intelligence one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's still good. Okay. 23.
23, that's pretty good.
This is my expertise.
That's fair. He's telling you to keep your asset closer.
I'm pushing up. Come here, Luke. All right, come here. Come on.
Sorry, my bad. I will move in closer. I'll be like right on him.
Also,
I will loom over him.
Everybody get close.
Yep, we are pretty much touching, but not.
He walks out of the building.
He wants out of the building.
Waits for you two to leave his home. Flicks his finger, and the door and gate both slam shut and lock as you are now in the street. And he's very begrudgingly walking down the street towards the library.
We follow, obviously, right?
You notice as he looks at the destroyed building, like the empty spot next to you, he just smiles to himself very, very briefly before continuing past the library. And you guys walk for what's probably 3 hours.
Good God.
He says nothing. He says nothing the whole time and just expects both of you to be like within arm's length, essentially, behind him.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty spry.
Did you come with that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he did. He did. That was He did say it.
I thought I was with. Yeah. Didn't you say Mochi? Rosalia, like again, Magnus? I swore you said my name.
I didn't, but okay. I trust you, I guess. I guess I just missed it. That would have changed me ever so slightly, but not enough to go back on it, so... Oh well.
Right.
I missed her, but I could have sworn I heard you say emoji. I was like, oh, alright.
Yeah, no, I said Alric, Sidious, and Mochi were staying behind the Reed Smut.
Oh.
Let's go.
But it's fine. It's fine, I suppose. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I might have misheard you. It's fine. It doesn't matter a lot. It's one of those days. Anyways, so you 3 follow him. And eventually he leads you to this shady-ass alleyway. The type of place that Dylan would probably hang around. And you see some guy come out with a knife. And this guy looks actually pretty tough. He's like... Magnus, you're looking at him. He's probably loosely as strong as like Cineas or Rosaria. He's in like an actual cuirass. He has like a knife in one hand and a rapier in the other, and he clearly is holding a defensive stance, which is actually cough cough, a trained fighter.
He does this shit.
And he will immediately go, "Hey, give me your money, see, and no one gets it."
Look at Silas.
He just keeps walking.
I'm just gonna gesture at him like,
we just keep walking.
I'm gonna look at him dead in the eyes. I'm telling you right now, you don't want this. This is the last thing you want. We're gonna keep on moving. Rob the next people. You don't want this. I'm being as nice as I can be. This is the nicest I've ever been to somebody.
I will brush past this man.
Yeah, keep it pushing.
The nicest thing I'm gonna do for you.
I'm being honest. This is the last person you would. We gotta keep it going.
So
keep pushing.
you know, go on and roll me a charisma persuasion.
Nicest thing I've ever done to somebody.
Excuse me.
Real.
Damn.
That's good. I opened the fucking. Let's see. 24.
Good rolls tonight, jeez. Well, the first roll was shit, but then after that, really good. I can't believe that first shit roll probably saved Alric's life, unironically.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, right. And he walks past you.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna keep going.
And you continue to walk down this shady ass alleyway. And he will eventually lead you to a sewer grate.
Okay.
And then he just kicks it with enough force for it to dent and flip up in the air.
Okay.
Right.
Ladies first. He gestures down.
Damn.
I will politely nod thank you, and then just do as I'm told and go first.
And I guess we follow Rosalia after.
As you walk past him, you notice he is staring daggers at you, Mochi.
Yeah, I probably did something.
Let's keep it going. I'll close the door.
You close the door, and he's now walking behind you. There's only one way down this sewer.
Well,
And you quickly realize this isn't actually a sewer. You see along the very similar to that one time in the first campaign. There's just an illusionary wall. You guys reach a dead end, and you're like, huh. It almost looks like one of those gutter runoffs more than anything. Not a real sewer, but one of those places that lets runoff water down. And then he just shoves Mochi. You think he's just shoving him into a wall, and you're like, why is he? And you just see Mochi phase through the wall.
I'm like Homer Simpson. He just pushes me, and my back hits the wall, and then I just slowly sink into the wall.
oh, magic! We love that.
It's actually very
Impressive.
cool and an illusion. Actually, it's very. Sorry. Okay, let's I'll go through.
And you walk through, and you now see a code door in front of you. Silas walks up to it, and then will simply say, "Open the fuck up." And the door opens.
Max Aura.
Oh my
Jesus.
Who is this man?
And you are led into a large room, which for you, X, and I don't think this might, I don't know how much, whatever, it doesn't matter, I'll just say it. You know the fucking Akatsuki meeting room?
Yeah.
You essentially see the Akatsuki secret base in front of you. However, there's a bunch of weird magical shit in here too. There's weird voodoo fetishes hanging from the ceiling. There's clearly different ritual inlays, and you quickly realize these are teleportation circles set to one-way teleportation circles that are set to different locations ranging across the world. You count 8 of them quickly. you see a large table set up. It doesn't have any food or anything on it. However, it also has like different enchantments scrawled across it. There's a bunch of chairs set up, and then there's like a large statue in the back of the room of nothing in particular. It's a blank face. The body is fairly androgynous, just 2 arms. Like nothing of note. It's weird. It's just like someone started carving a statue, then just stopped. And you quickly see like 6 masked guys, like they're in masquerade mask in the same uniform that Silas usually wears. Each one with a grimoire on them and a wand in another hand. And then you see frizzy red hair sticking out from over one of the chairs, feet kicked up in the air, just chilling.
Thank you, Silas. Mr. Silas. Can I
have words for you later. And he just walks back through the code door as it closes behind him.
Can I gauge insight into the relationship based off of like the mention of her name?
No, probably not. It'd be up to X's own knowledge at that point, because Silas is incredibly hard to read. And then you know your sister quite well, but you've only actually seen her opinions through like second-hand letters and Mochi talking. So it's up to X at that point. You would need to have like some level of readability into Silas at that point. Like, I don't know, a fucking diary or like a single man-to-man talk or something of that nature.
Well, that's gonna be next. We're gonna have that conversation later. Don't worry. That's next. It's brother to brother talk, of course.
Toby, check DMs.
All right. Sorry.
Gonna walk up. Strange place to be living.
Quickly she jumps a little bit and swings around and points to disintegrate at you.
Oh, hey, what?
Whoa!
Oh, hey. The beam's down. Put it down.
Yeah, she gives a single hyperventilated breath and goes, "Oh, it's just you."
Yeah.
Hey, long time no see.
Long time no see. You're married.
Kinda, sorta.
Didn't think to tell me or, invite me to the wedding.
Mom and Dad said you didn't show up.
Mom and Dad didn't send me anything. You know them.
It was elaborated to them that it was very important that you attended. And then they said that you were too, ashamed after what happened with the Mages College to show up. I tried to send you a personal letter, but until I met up with... And then she looks at Mochi, and she squints.
I'm feeling the same way towards him, too. He just let me know about this whole situation.
Right.
Yeah.
You can see with her, one of her hands, her non-dominant hand, is doing a nervous twitch. Though it's not necessarily nerves. You know your sister quite well. She's wearing a smile on her face, but she hates him.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, she's looking at him with the anger. And the anger in her heart.
Well, he is my employee, so let's not vaporize him, please. Just had that problem earlier today.
One of your employees got vaporized?
One of my employees got their throat ripped out by a vampire and then resurrected.
That's not been a very good employee.
I didn't think you would die that easy. I'll be honest.
We're always a good judge of character and not of physicality.
Yeah, honestly.
I suppose that's to be expected from a man who I've never once seen do a single sit-up.
Harsh, hurts really bad. Didn't have to do that. But you know, I'm getting better. I can do like 2 now. So, so Silas.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
He starts thinking, oh, that's a long story.
Like a mom and dad meeting story, or like a just looked cool at the bar story?
Mom and Dad had nothing to do with it. They were kind of pissed when I told them, which made it more funny when they showed up to the wedding and saw the other attendants.
But it needs something. Okay. So you met him on your own? Which is good. Okay. All right. Well, why you haven't? There's a lot of things I have to say to you here because you're in a lot of stuff, doing a lot. It's cool. I have no bearing on it, but
She kind of sneers for a moment. Not like the Silas, oh my god, you're fucking stupid sneer, but the sibling, God, you're talking too much and I don't want to have this conversation sneer. Like the
I see this.
disinterested.
It's last things my siblings do. Got it. Okay, let's cut to it really quickly. You know how to turn somebody into not a vampire, or to find the person who made them that way.
Do you have 6 level do you have 6 level spell slots yet?
No, working on that. Be there in like a little bit.
Oh, you like at 5?
No, I'm like at 2.
Oh.
Yeah, you know this. I'm not working in the conventional way. I'm working on something. All right, just give me time. I have a method. All right, a method. The runes are something I like doing. I've studied linguistics currently.
She sighs a little bit and goes, okay. If that's what you're into.
Not like being wizardry was going to do much for me.
Just because Mom and Dad gave up on you doesn't mean I lost hope.
You didn't contact me.
How was I supposed to?
I don't know. You're the one with crazy disintegration beams and overly powerful, daunting husbands.
She giggles at that one.
You know, he showed up to my house and, like, gave my friend a pill.
Yeah.
Like.
You shouldn't be friends with that thing. Should have been a bit smarter about that one.
Well, he just took the pill and started bleeding.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I imagine. But there's one thing I can manage in this vampiric individual currently. So I need a 6th level spell to do something about this.
Yep.
Could you help me do something about this?
I mean, I'm still pretty pissed you didn't show up to my wedding, but I guess.
Okay. Again, I couldn't do anything about it. I doubt they'd even let me in. They probably had the place warded against me.
You think they set up anything?
No, but I wouldn't imagine it. I had nothing to do with it. I couldn't be there. I'm sorry. I wanted to be there if I knew that it happened.
She giggles a little bit. Don't worry about it too much, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
She's clearly hiding something from you that she finds funny. And then she goes, so what do you want me to do?
Well, we can if you know of a way to cure the vampirism, that'd be perfect. If you know a way to track down this individual who is has the control over this friend of mine, that'd be great. You want to come down to the shop?
She looks back to Mochi. Squints again. Sure. Let's see what type of trouble my coworker's gotten up to.
Right. You knew Simon, didn't you? Yeah.
I still know Simon, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's another 3-hour walk, which is okay. Let's go then, I guess.
She rolls her eyes and snaps her fingers, and a small purple portal will open up in front of you. Alric, a portal opens up behind you.
Oh,
They're
It's
here.
been 3.
Sidious, I'm gonna die.
Phineas, you hear him yelling up the stairs at you.
Oh no, we were in the middle of talking. We were right next
Oh,
to each other.
never mind.
Goodness.
okay, I'll pull up.
You all pull up, and one of those masked men shows up as well. He's now carrying a briefcase.
Oh,
Totally not a bomb.
One
It's got the nuclear football right there.
He has
No.
the devil's heart right there. He just opens as a fucking plutonium core.
No, no.
Everyone sees a light blue flash. No, I'm kidding.
Say goodbye.
No, this is my last. Everybody.
Boom. Blows up. Okay,
Jesus.
let's go.
A girl.
Goodness.
A girl in a masquerade-style dress shows up with red fizzy hair and tannish skin, pulled back. Her hair pulled back into a ponytail, despite being frizzy. And she looks at you, Alric, and goes, "Oh, this should be easy enough." And she points her finger at him and starts casting disintegrate.
Wait.
Okay, the Magnus, you grab her arm and she's about to cast it, and she's like, I mean,
Didn't
the
need him.
easiest way to cure him is to just kill him.
That's you don't think I thought of that? Come on.
And why didn't you?
He's a friend, and kind of already saw him get his throat ripped out, and it kind of hurt. You know, didn't want to
His
just be a
eyes were
barbarian and do all that. You know, we bonded over magic earlier. Cool. You know,
What circle
So-
of magic can you cast? She asks you, Alric, as if she's talking to an object.
Whoa, ouch.
She says it with no infliction whatsoever. She says, like, you, and as in not referencing to a person, but like as in like saying lamp.
So by that she means, wow, that's kind of wow. Well, hold on. Ouch. But she's referencing, like
Spells. That's what
divination.
spell slots are called. No, that's what spell slots are called. It's the
Oh.
circle of magic. So first, second, third, fourth, whatever.
I can cast up to, I think, third last I checked. I think I have third level spells.
technically.
Yeah, I have third level spells.
Technically, kind of, sorta, yeah. So yeah, she goes, and she sighs. Fine.
Thank you.
And she looks at you, Sinius. It's like, why do you look familiar?
does she look familiar to
Eyebrow goes.
You realize she's the same height as one of those hooded figures that walked into Silas's house when you were leaving.
me?
Huh.
Must have went to the same market.
Something like that. And she will go over and touch Alric's shoulder and start casting a different spell.
Am I gonna die?
Yeah. Incinerate person.
I
She casts Silas's favorite spell, Boiling Blood. No.
Gonna cast
It's
flesh to
palm
oil.
form now. And
Don't worry.
incinerate.
Yeah, she casts blood to oil.
Don't worry.
Jesus.
She's a transmutation person. It's
She
easy.
is, yeah. She just fucking casts flesh to stun now.
She's gonna like transmute you into a fucking brick. Don't worry.
Compress person.
She casts Greater Slide, aiming at the window.
Yeah, I love that spell. It's like my favorite 3.5 edition spell.
Invert person. Gotcha.
Invert person. Yuck. Let's do it.
And then she will take her hand off of you and wipe it off on her pant leg. And go over back to you. Once again, briefly looking at Mochi. She fiddles with her wedding ring again as she does so. You know what? Now that you're seeing the ring on your on her finger, I want you to roll something. You know your sister pretty well, so go on and roll a charisma insight.
Where's my
Hey, Rise. Have I seen the same ring before?
Yes.
Okay. Can I also make a roll on that? It doesn't happen to also be the same signet ring that's a friend of ours' finger right now?
You know they're married.
No.
It seems to me that they genuinely.
There's a specific reason why I'm asking this, because a piece of information was given at the start of the campaign about our friend Mr. Silas over there having a fancy signet ring. And I'm wondering if they're connected somehow.
16.
16. You know your sister quite well, so the DC was low for you. Let's hear Lady Rosalia rolls.
What is it again? It's a
Charisma insight.
Charisma insight? Okay, oh shit.
Yeah.
Actually,
Later this month,
higher.
we're gonna need to fuck her. Well, I guess it'd be next month at this point. I kind of forgot I was in the hospital for so long. But anyways, aside from that,
Right.
yeah, we gotta look into those skills. Like I said, I feel like some could probably be rolled together, and a handful should be separated.
I almost rolled another 20. No, I don't know shit.
Yeah, you don't know shit. You're like, wow, that's such a nice ring.
It's
You
so
look at it.
beautiful.
Sister's been fucking with you. Wait a second. You realize that's not a wedding ring. That's an engagement ring.
They haven't been married yet. Again,
that's why she was giggling. She's been fucking with you.
This bitch. Okay. Okay.
I'm so sad that you missed my wedding. Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't there. Her in the corner.
And also has the same signet that Silas's ring had. The one he wore on not his ring finger.
Huh. I'm gonna say anything currently.
But yeah, as she fiddles with her ring, she will go, okay. And she goes, she'll snap her fingers to the man in the mask. He'll walk over, he'll undo the latch on the briefcase, and you look inside the briefcase, but you don't see anything inside of it, weirdly. And then he reaches into it, and he will pull out a folded piece of parchment, similar in nature to a map, but completely blank, and lay it out on the table. And then your sister will walk over and press her finger onto it, and the map quickly fills out, ink bleeding through the page, and marking a location on it. And then she rolls it up into a little scroll and just tosses it to you.
That's it?
You recognize this as a auto-updating map. It will track the creature regardless of how far away it is from you. Problem, if it's too far away from you, it works like the Minecraft map where you'll just be a dot on the side, and it will show you their location, but you have no idea how far away it is from you.
Interesting.
So she throws it to you. And then she'll push the man aside gently and begin looking through this briefcase as well. And she will pull out 3 items. She will pull out a fancy letter, which is perfumed and also like what's that thing called where you like take the little fancy thing and press it in to seal it? Is it literally just called sealing?
I think that is a seal, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fancy perfumed and
wax
sealed
seal.
letter. Yeah, and she will hand that to you personally, Magnus. Then she will walk over to you, Sinius, and she will hand you what appears to be a small lead ball.
Oh.
Then she'll walk over to Cersei and be like, "Ah, aren't you a cute little creature?" and give her a dog treat.
She's technically your adopted niece. You've been raising her here. This is Cersei. Hi, Cersei, meet your auntie.
Cersei tilts her head. She doesn't know how to feel about this creature in front of her. She doesn't fear her in the same way that she feared Silas. However, she also doesn't look at her like she looks at all the other people she's met so far.
Okay, fine. They both
She
kind of
looks
hate.
confused.
They both hate me, so I think they'll do just fine together.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I don't say that out
this
loud.
is her. This is her. Enjoy yourself.
She nods and she'll go, guess one more thing. Silas wanted me to give this to you. Know that I suggested against it, but there's give and take in any relationship, I suppose. And he did lead you to me. And she'll reach back into the briefcase and she'll pull out a book which is very clearly heavily warded. And she will toss it to you with no regard to the fact that it's clearly like an improvised explosive if this thing goes off.
It's getting a fucking bomb.
You grab the book quickly and you realize it's a grimoire, but it's sealed out the wazoo. It has like at least 6 seals on it. And like multiple words on each one. If you set one off, they all go off.
Right. And he didn't happen to give you a key or a
He said if you can
unseal.
open it, you can keep it.
We love that.
That's what's one of those types of gifts.
You know, I like puzzles. That's okay. I'll take the challenge. Okay.
You're lucky you didn't burn the cat alive, by the way.
I appreciate that.
His sister set us back decades. She says plainly. You know your sister well, and once again, you've never heard her like refer to a living creature in the same way you would say like lamp or whatever in the way she did with Alric. She says the same thing when she says the cat and his sister.
Yeah. Understood. Understood.
Indeed.
I would
Let's go,
not
son.
want to be Sinius.
Hmm?
She laughs.
Raises her up.
Hmm?
Huh? Okay. Also, do you like the shop? I imagine you've been here before, but you know, renovating.
You know, how about this? You're working for those mercenaries, right? And Silas said he'd give you a job at D, right?
That is
Yeah.
correct, yes.
I happen to know someone in the guild, and I could pull some strings around and give you a chance at She looks to Alric. She looks to an empty chair, and then she looks to Mochi sneering. Redemption. I think it could really, really help with, well, this. She gestures around herself.
It's a nice place.
It's a
Right.
nice place, but you don't have the money to support it. It doesn't have water.
It will. There are a couple jobs. Okay, so what are you offering?
I could skip you ahead a little bit in the guild. Because technically, you guys took the entrance exam without being vouched for. If a higher level adventurer vouches for you or offers to allow you into their party, you can take a higher level entrance exam to skip ranks. Because anyone within your party has to be within one letter grade of yourself if they're not a hireling. AKA, say, if a group of A-rank adventurers lose a man on a job and they can't revive him and they need a new one, and they find someone who's like an old family friend or something, you all know the stories. They would have to be let in at B rank to be let into the party. They vouch, so on and so forth. It's a privilege you unlock at the D rank, because obviously if you're F rank, then you could just get a new hire. They start at E rank, be one letter grade lower. You get how it goes. So, I could put in a couple good words, call in a couple of friends, and we could maybe, hypothetically, skip you up to D rank with a paid job. And then Silas's job would come through, and you'd get back-to-back big paychecks that could actually make this place not smell like cat shit.
I did my best to clean that couch.
Yeah, I was about to
It's
say,
got
we
character. It's
tried
got
so
character.
hard. That is not
Yes.
character, that's disgusting, and you know it.
Okay,
You
you
should
don't
have
have to be
burnt it
crazy.
and thrown it into the streets.
We don't have money for a replacement couch.
That's just
We can at least burn the goddamn thing.
You guys are embarrassing me. You're pushing the pit even more. Stop. Stop it. Okay.
Stop! My friends are embarrassing me.
Oh my god. Okay.
We're just agreeing with her.
I'll have to, of course, run it by my associates. But
Yes.
in these jobs, do we get any more information about them? They're paying jobs, but last time we did a job for Silas, we just delivered a package across. You were there, actually. Never mind.
Yeah. I figured that another. Well, that's spoilers. And a good author doesn't spoil the plot. They foreshadow.
You are. That's actually like a really good read. You're right, actually. Speaking of actually, authors, I'm writing books now.
Yeah, I heard.
I know it's actually pretty cool. So if you know
It's-
anybody, I'm trying to get my name out, trying to get more money. Always important. Recommend the book. It'd be nice.
I can recommend it around the college. The eternal freshman I am.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Well, guys, again, what do you think of the deal? Are you fine with it?
I say yes.
I don't see
Dennis?
how not.
It brings more money, more reputation, more
We would-
opportunities.
It's a good deal.
And it's about goddamn time we could afford to get plumbing in this place. It's disgusting that I... Never mind. That's not for me to say. Not for me.
Dennis.
I think that while it's going to be dangerous, but if we take the time to do it properly rather than running in headfirst as we have been doing, there's a good chance we make it. I don't want to say no to such a generous offer. We do need the money.
Mochi.
I look towards. I might look towards Magnus' sister. I look towards Magnus.
Don't look at her. Think for yourself. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm good with whoever, Magnus. You know that. I just know. Well, as long as I can help and be of use. That's all that matters. So let's do this. If I can get this place higher up and upgrade, I would happily help.
Oh, one of our members isn't here, but I imagine he would say there's no bad things about free money. Greedy bastard. I guess it's a yes.
Splendid. Well, unfortunately, the month's about to switch over, so you understand. Tuition and business, planning out a wedding.
Yeah.
Something under her breath that you can't hear.
You know, doing your crazy evil plans, of course. Got you. I'll keep it tight knit. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, also you said planning a wedding again. I don't know if I caught that. Hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet. That's what's in your hands.
Feel like
Really
something.
think I'd trust our parents to do shit all involving you?
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Actually makes me feel so much better.
Is there any
Where
rules
is
on
it?
the lead ball I was given? Fucking
The
lead
fucking
ball I
bomb
got.
you were giving?
It's very heavy. It's made of lead. It's like, you know those tungsten cubes?
It's just a tungsten cube given.
She handed you essentially a tungsten cube. You don't know what it is. It's just really heavy.
Damn.
Okay. You have any ideas for what location, or is it going to be in the city? I don't know about traveling currently.
I guess I can lend you transportation, but you're gonna owe me one.
But by that time, hopefully, I have the funds to do so. How soon is it? Hold on. I have to buy things. Okay.
Pretty soon.
Pretty soon. Okay.
It's on the 17th.
17th. That's sweats. Wait a minute.
Roughly 17 days away.
That's
roughly-
the day behind.
That's
the day behind the big boy moon.
Yeah, that is the day of the moon. That's the day the moon will lie by and no sun. That's the darkest day of the year, yeah.
Right. Thematic day, actually. Darkest day of the year for this wedding. Fits. I like it. All right. What words are going to be? I might have to address. I'll read the letter, actually. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'll read-
she looks like
I'll
you
read-
disappointedly for a while.
It's been a lot. I don't think I've been getting enough sleep. I've been working.
You shouldn't have better assets then.
Yeah, right. But just starting. We get better, we learn. Something I'm trying to figure out and cultivate with this group, and I like what they're doing currently. Some of them more than others, but yeah. I think it's fine. Well,
She looks at Mochi one final time before laughing.
So did Mochi do something? I'm so confused. Did he do something to you? Should I be concerned about him? Do you want me to blow him up? Did he do something?
Yes, no.
Okay, so don't blow him up. Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
history check,
Appreciate it.
even with disadvantage of just like, what could I have
No, you
possibly
can't
done?
draw random bullshit. You should know what you did. You were told in lore and on stream. You know what you did. That's up for Tyson. You can't roll a history check to remember something I told you. It was never mind.
Oh,
She laughs the final time and then she opens a purple portal.
okay. Bye. I'll see you on the 17th, I guess.
I would really like to meet up for tea sometime. Again, it
Probably
was
not
fun.
happening, but maybe. And then she
I know. You're so busy. Have a good one.
The man gives a nod, and he will drop a cube on the floor, and then he follows her through the portal.
There's another fucking bomb on the floor. Amazing.
You have 3 bombs now.
Outstanding.
Let's go.
Okay,
Wonderful.
okay, before I pick up the cube on the floor, any runes or anything around it?
No, there's just a button on top.
Ooh. Don't press the button. Let's
Unless I really wanna.
You're not in here, Rise. You're the voice in my head.
What if Cersei really wants to?
Oh,
Damn
I don't know. Honestly, I
She's
can't control
Cersei
that
crawl
girl.
up
She's
to it.
free will.
She starts biting it.
Careful. I say interconnect. That's how we use our things. You know, you never know what could happen.
Cat. Bite.
What did I say? If you're touching something, the first thing you have to do is look for traps. Remember?
She looks
Come
at the
on.
button and then presses it.
Oh my god.
The box glows a little bit.
Mhm.
And then it pops open.
A bomb.
No. You see a harlequin. Something.
Holy shit.
There's one problem now.
Yeah.
It's inside the house. And these are
Yeah.
modes of fast trans. She essentially summoned a Lamborghini in your house.
We. I don't know if we have space for that here. Does it have like a compression mode?
Cat. She curls up in like the pillows on it.
You know what? That's fine. We'll put it somewhere and have it look like decorum, right? We can put it in like a funny corner. Yeah, right next to the door, actually.
You look in it, and yeah, there is just a compress button.
Yeah. Okay, we'll compress that, and we'll. Actually, I need to talk to the group. Hey, everybody, let's gather around. Let's have a conversation about what just happened.
Yes.
And we.
Okay,
Yeah.
while you guys gather around and roleplay, I'm gonna take my DM break. I need to go grab a drink and put more. I forget what the new ointment is called on my nose.
Hmm.
Mochi, what did you do? He really does not like you, like at all.
No, I think. I mean, because I worked for her, but I think.
Did you fuck something up?
No, I couldn't have, because I don't think I would have gotten my money in. Maybe maybe it's because. Wait, is it because? All right, I might just be I'm spitballing, but like maybe it's because I knew that they had a fling.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Silas and Selena?
I mean, like, what else could it be? Because I did my job. I don't think I could have done anything that. Well,
What was
knowing
the
me,
job?
no, Rise isn't here.
Tower.
Fuck.
I don't think he ever said on stream what the job was. I know he said you did a job.
Don't
I
think
just-
you did either.
Yeah. I know he said you like worked with her. Regardless, well, I guess we'll table that until the voice in my head comes back. Everyone else, we got gifts supposedly. 2 of them.
If you want, I
Yeah.
can help you with the book.
Yeah, this is high level glyphs of warding. 6 of them stacked on top of each other is
Insane.
enthralling. Yeah, it's enthralling magics, but it's a challenge I'm willing to take. I don't know how high level these wards are, but I imagine if I was to, I could figure out like a knock spell to undo it.
You're gonna use knock?
Figure it out eventually. Something like a. I could figure it out actually relatively easy.
Are you sure that's the spell you wish to use for that?
Unseal, actually.
It might be more complex than that. I'm not a magic individual myself, at least in the learned sense. But
Yes.
if we're talking
Thanks.
6 at once, then it might
Oh,
be a
they-
little untying.
Are they 6
Yeah.
separate ones, or all combined into one glyph?
It. Again,
Hmm.
the voice in my head isn't here, so I can't really do too much looking at it. But if the other voice in my head was to have an idea, it would probably be 6 separate ones separating each different level of spellcraft.
Okay.
But that's
Well,
that's the other voice in my head currently. What's that lead? What's that ball that she gave you?
I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. There's no runes. It's just a ball of lead.
and there's no voice in our
Straight up.
heads to help us with that one either.
So I'm just gonna put it on the table.
Open sesame.
Throw it against the floor a couple times. Just
Maybe you shouldn't do
Nope.
that. I would wait to do that.
yeah.
Maybe it has like runes about it. Again, I'm handed these silly, goofy stuff. And then there a tungsten cube too? Like another
Yeah,
one?
the one with the button. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, the
there's two, too.
button. There was the button, the map, the book, and
The map?
the spear.
Yeah,
the
the
map
map,
for your-
says where the friend is. Which
yeah.
Maybe
Empire.
I just don't. I don't want that map. You have hold on to that map
Right.
because
We know where he is. We could probably track him. Issue is,
it might take longer than a week to get there, and I need to find
yes,
the
we know
source
how far
of
out he is. Blood.
blood.
And then I have to specifically single out the 17th, so I'm not busy.
I-
The wedding
I-
to go to.
How much? I know I don't have my gold on me anymore. Last I knew, I had about 40 gold pieces left because I gave that 10 for food. How much is it to, as a last resort, purchase a slave?
Look at Sinius.
I'm not entirely sure on the specifics. It depends on what they've done to find themselves in that situation. If it's a
Okay.
criminal who's very weak, probably not a lot.
Okay. And I'm gonna keep that as a last resort because I have morals I need to think about, and that this whole thing goes against a lot of them.
Okay, so hypothetically, if you do end up going feral, do you want us to just kill you outright?
If I go feral, yes, please.
Okay.
While I have my
Good to know.
consciousness and I'm here, please don't. I'm gonna do everything I can to maintain this. So
Mhm. But I just want to make sure while you're here, present, sentient,
and
in case it happens. Okay.
if I do go feral, I do apologize for any of my acts upon you. Again, I'll do my best not to. If I feel it coming on, I'll run away to
Hey,
not harm
so
anybody.
quick question for you, Mochi, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I know this Sal is your pen pal, Mr. Reed. Your sister, Mochi. It was said that she ruined decades of work for Silas's organization. Do you know of anything that they did, or who is this Salami? Are they a good person? Normally, are they?
They are my sister. She is a smart, a smart one. Uh, she, I don't know. She's just my sister, and I know that she looks after herself, and I know that she can, and I don't think she would get into anything too serious or dangerous like that. For the question though, I'm not quite sure because she's been gone, and I have no clue how to know what's happening over there besides letters. And
From the letters, she and her cohort have been busy. I don't know how they would have stepped on this plan, but I directly told them not to get involved in this nonsense. Seems a good portion of her group tried to give out their blood. One of them is a pill eater. One of the drugs that the Selena's group produces is a indulger in the physiological heresy. So, yeah. I don't know how they would send it back decades, but I will ask in correspondence. Honestly, makes me worried for Solana. Additionally, actually, hold on. No, I actually don't know that. I watched the stream, and Salami never told me.
I'm always a little bit on the edge because I don't know if she's really okay or not.
She's a big girl. She can handle herself.
Yes, but I just worry about her.
If they somehow got into the college after all of that, they seem resourceful.
Look at you, Sinius. Yes, somehow. Well, seems we have a couple options, don't we? We need food still. Well, we don't need food. We need one, money, two, pay rent.
How much
We
is
have jobs to do.
rent?
What's up? I'm back. I was
Well,
typing
hello.
in chat. I only
Yeah.
answered one of your questions, but yeah, that's fine. Yo, I'm back. So, in order of your questions, Tyson, I told you what the job was.
No,
Like
you
a one-off
said
conversation.
that.
It was an out-of-game conversation, so it was not spoiled to the audience, but I did in fact tell you. Anyways, so that's what I typed in chat. The cube, someone could make a check, or not the cube, the sphere, someone could make a check on it. Throwing it onto the floor, it seems weirdly resistant to the floor. In fact, the floor is dented both times.
Stop it!
Then you are wrong. You need to get through all 6 of the seal. Well, you're right and wrong. They are 6 separate seals. However, if you trigger one, you trigger all of them. And to open the book, you need to get past all 6.
Versus. How high level are these seals? Are they specifically
Depends on the
complicated?
seal.
Wizards.
There's no markings on the ball?
No.
I can help inspect it if you wish me to. I mean, is it similar to the medicine flask? Medicine vial?
While he's inspecting the ball, may I inspect the book?
Identical. Sure.
Roll
and
if X will allow me.
Roll a Foresight Arcana.
Foresight Arcana? Oh, perfect. Let me... Oh, it hasn't been updated in the auto thing. Fuck. Okay. +2.
I swear, if you fail this and you blow up in the whole episode of us trying... I swear to God. I said, if you fail this and die, I'm never letting you.
Oh, okay,
19.
we didn't die.
Wait. Why is it a 2? You're a wizard. You have expertise in Arcana.
Yeah.
Did I click the wrong button on the... I did click the wrong button on this. Hold on. So it's
I mean, you could have
+4,
just
so...
not been proficient in Arcana before taking the level of wizard, to be fair.
They'd be proficient.
I am expert.
Which
That
is
was
like-
my mistake. I misclicked. So it's
That's
actually
25.
21.
25.
What?
It's proficient would be double
Yep,
your
you're right.
proficiency.
Because my proficiency bonus is 2 on this thing, so I gotta change that too. This
3
page is
and 6
rough.
to 8.
Not really.
25.
You made half of it.
I need to go back through and fix it.
Okay.
But yes, yeah. So 25. Sorry.
Okay. In that case, you look over it and who died? Oh, there we go. That's
You're muted, by
horrible
the
stuff.
way, Lucian.
Yeah, that's horrible
Okay.
noises. Okay. Anyways, that's
Scary ass
fine.
noises, yeah.
Yeah, the spooky ass noises. I hate that.
I don't hear them. It's great.
Good for you, bud. Good for you.
Is it?
I don't know why I don't hear them, but I don't.
Fail?
Okay. Anyways, oh, it's going crazy. Hold on. God, I hate all these noises. Fuck me. 1 second.
I really don't know why I don't hear them. I'm kind of upset because I want to hear the spooky.
You can, if you go to sound, you can turn on the Halloween voice sound pack and get some wonderful sounds.
I'll do it later.
True.
Not during stream.
Anyways, yeah, so, you inspect it, and looking at it, there's a mixture of mundane locks and arcane locks. You could probably get through this without casting a spell, but it'd be a very difficult endeavor.
Ooh.
Mm.
What if I had help? What if X and I did it together, or is it just like a one-person type of thing here?
I don't know, you can try whatever the fuck.
Could probably duel this shit. The only thing is I don't want to do it in the house.
Valid.
I also need to talk to Silas.
You can tell if you fail, you probably die.
Yeah.
You're like, let's see, can I live? That's a level 3, that's a level 3, that's a level 5, that's a level 5, uh-oh.
But there are like mundane locks in here too, right?
Yes. If you fail a single one, then the whole thing goes boom.
We could throw this at somebody.
But what if there's valuable information in it?
Yeah, but we have like also a valuable bomb too. This isn't Magnus talking. This is me talking. I'm sorry. Never blow up a book. I think if we got Rylan here, we could probably help with the locks. The physical locks, at least.
No, his name is Dylan.
Yeah, sorry, it's a
Okay.
slip of the tongue.
Is that another friend?
Yes, it is. And then do him in high school. We could probably figure it out. But
We could
I
get
got a
done
skill. I
without,
wonder. We could. Then
without having to cast a
just
single
wait.
spell. I mean, it would just take us a
I think we
while.
could do it. Yeah, definitely. Leaving the house would be important because then we'd probably, get blown to hell.
It's like
But
defusing a
you
bomb.
can't go
Literally.
outside without blowing up.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it's getting darker at this point.
We could try. No
You
point
talk,
not.
but
If we stop midway from doing it, does all hell break loose and we die?
you don't know.
Okay. So we should probably get this done and have enough time as soon as it gets dark if you want to try it tonight.
Yeah, we can try it. Fuck it. I
Oh.
do still need to talk to Silas today. Probably at home by now.
It is getting
Um,
dark.
And then let's deal with. Denise, would you like help with that, or?
Yours seems more important. I can see what I can figure out. I'm probably not going to figure anything out, but it's not
I mean,
as explosive as that. So
it seems to be. Oh, we don't know. Hold on.
yeah, actually, yeah. Can you make sure it's not explosive first?
I'll take a look at this if you don't mind. Like, there's no runes on it. It's just a lead ball, perfectly
So,
spherical.
Yep, it's a lead ball, perfectly spherical. Then it's not lead. You've determined that it is the exact same thing that the pill capsule was made out of.
I have an idea. Grab the top of it, and then grab the bottom. Squeeze with your fingertips, and then counterclockwise with both hands. Try to open it.
You want me to do it right now?
I mean,
Okay. Yeah, and he'll Sinius will hand top, hand bottom, trying to open it.
You hurt your hand.
Mm.
It doesn't budge an inch.
what's the point in giving someone this and then not explaining how to open it? It feels like I hate wizards sometimes.
May I inspect this one as well?
Go ahead.
Rise, I'd like to inspect it.
Okay, you look at it.
Yeah.
It's a perfect sphere of strange metal.
Ooh. Fancy. Any arcane tricks to it? Or just literally a ball?
The Arcana checks don't actually tell you all that much about arcane. They're more of a theory thing than an actual. I can figure out the enchantment. So,
what's my theory here?
yeah, okay, go on, roll an Arcana check, I guess. Roll your old foresight Arcana again.
Open sesame.
It doesn't open.
Your theory is that it's just a
not
normal
made
lead
to
ball
open.
that they
He just
fucked
gave you a
with.
fucking magic
You
bullet.
you
Got
have
it.
a ball, and it is lead, and it doesn't open.
Yeah, you don't think it opens.
Does not.
You think it's a solid ball. It's too heavy not to be.
Definitely solid and definitely spherical.
It's
Well,
anti-magic in nature, right?
Yes, incredibly so. These are the things that anti-wizard cuffs are made out of.
so I mean,
In fact,
Maybe.
there's magic of some kind-ish, kind of.
Alright,
Maybe
well,
maybe they gave you a
no.
forge material.
The
Maybe.
anti of it, I guess. Is that not magic as well?
No.
True.
My bad.
If we're not if we're not doing anything else important tonight, well, you're gonna go talk to Mr. Silas, and you're gonna maybe figure something out about the book. I might
If he
just.
doesn't melt my face in, yes.
Sure. I might just head to just the random corner I sleep in the library and see if I can figure anything about it before I head off.
Does it seem weird that Silas seemed quite okay with us, but not towards our friend Mochi here?
More than likely, they're both upset at him. Yes.
So then he needs to stay home.
I can go myself with Silas. I'll be honest. I'm kind of. I know he's a terrifying individual with power beyond comprehension, but not as worried about it. I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, right. Thank you
Well.
for breakfast yesterday, Miss Moonbloom, by the way. Thank you.
What? Well, I'm sorry, what was said?
I forgot to say thank you yesterday for the breakfast.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
I'll head over there then. You know where to find me. That corner over there.
That specific corner is
That
mine.
specific corner upstairs up there. You know the one.
Great.
You also, yeah, you can hold on to the wine, I guess, Alric. All right. Don't drink it. That's the bargain.
Yeah, you're very tempted to drink as soon as he hands it to you.
Oh.
You smell the whiff of blood from inside.
Actually, let me grab.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on a minute.
I'll take it back with you then. I'll be upstairs, fucking with it.
Let me know if you find anything out.
Will do.
And I would really like to continue our conversation later, maybe.
Oh yes, whenever you have the free time. I won't be busy.
I will
Okay.
admit, I did not give a Fate's Ember because I figured I was going to die as soon as I walked in today, so that is my bad.
That's your face number that you fucking lived.
Yeah. I literally told you, Toby, before the session, make your Faith Ember survive, because you're not introducing a new character this session if you die.
Well,
So,
I already have 2 Fate's Embers, so I couldn't store another one anyway.
It wouldn't have mattered, I guess. Yeah. Okay, fair. So yeah, Sidious, you go to your little corner, and you know what? It's so obvious in retrospect. He gave you fucking raw material. It's just a fucking.
It's just stripped raw.
It's just a fucking sphere of metal.
Oh my
You
goodness.
have the forging kit proficiency, aka you can craft shit. You're talking about it last session. You can
yeah, I
forge
didn't-
things. Yeah.
I didn't know that's what this was. Oh. I'll use the time then where I'm pretending to figure out what's wrong with it and go and grab my silly book and start looking for a low rank easy individual.
Okay. You do so. What does everyone else do?
I want to help one of the party members.
Well,
Okay, who do you go to try to help? Mochi looks sad.
Mochi looks sad.
Yeah.
The cat makes me unbearably uncomfortable. But I also
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to see it sad. So
It's not more of sad, more of just he's just in thought of what he could have done to make them both mad, and so he's just trying to think.
well, I can't help you with that. That's memory stuff. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna go try to assist Material Man over there to see if he needs help with anything.
Okay, go over to his corner and you see him skimming through a book fervorously.
Is there anything I can help you with?
This will jump very briefly. Nothing in particular. If you wish to stay, you can. If not, I'm sure someone else needs help.
Well, I do need to catch up on some reading of my own, so perchance I'll go and grab a book and keep you company until somebody needs us.
Sounds lovely.
Wonderful. I'll get some tea on the excuse me. I will go get some. I'll go make some tea. How about that? There we go. That's the terms. I'm gonna go do that.
There's a rat on the tabletop. There's a rat.
As Rosalia has a fucking aneurysm because I can't talk IRL. Jesus Christ.
I'm terrified. Why is there a rat?
What is it, a rat?
Look, he's saying things to you. I needed a token to be able to type, apparently.
Rat whispers in Mochi's ear.
The rat whispers in
Damn.
Mochi's ear. You should have taken notes. I would roll it like I was gonna be nice, because to be fair, I only told him once. So I was like, and he did say in PMs, like, he remembers parts of it. So I was like, okay, since he remembered a part of it, I'll be nice. It's been a while. So I rolled a death save to determine if it was an 11 or higher, I would have just told him straight up in DMs. If it was a 10 or lower, too bad, it's up to him. So, sad face. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to the meta game, rat.
Bye,
Goodbye,
Mochi.
Rat.
No!
My son!
He was like a father to me.
Alright, so I am on the right track. Alright, that's good enough.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'll be nice and give you that hint. You are on the right track. You remember the first and last part of the conversation for some reason, but not the middle part?
Oh, the most important parts! Damn.
No, literally, he's told me the beginning and end. He's not, the middle's just not there for some. I'll tell you that. I'll give you that for free. Anyways, with that being said, that leaves Alric, Mochi, and Magnus in the same room. It grows dark and weary.
All right.
Magnus, you want to work on the book
yes.
outside?
That would be nice. I also do need to talk to Silas. I don't know how long he wants to talk to me because he said he had a couple words for me. And I kind of don't want to keep the man waiting.
You could always go tomorrow since it is dark. It is getting late.
Right. Well, if we die doing this, I don't want anything words not said. So, you know.
We can hold off on the book.
I mean, this won't take long. He's literally down the street. It's right there.
Right.
The night's
But
long.
my issue is I don't know how long this is going to take. Gestures to the book.
It's probably gonna take a while. You can figure it out.
If we have to stop because it's getting daytime, I will burn.
Right. Okay.
And we don't know if stopping equals explosion.
Then we can. Okay. All right, let's head out then. And work on this. He's gonna turn over. Mochi, you can kneel down. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I just for some reason, I guess I just forgot something, and I'm trying to remember it. I remember the beginning and the end, but for some reason I can't remember the middle part of what I was trying to remember.
Oh.
Oh well, more of why they are pissed with me.
I'm sure you'll probably be reminded eventually.
Yeah,
You know what? People in chat, I'll allow this once. Put your theories in the comment section if you're on YouTube, or type them in Twitch chat now if you're in Twitch. I will allow him to use chat. Whether that's correct or not, that's up to you guys, but I will allow him to use chat.
Shrug. He pooped on the job. Can't believe it.
Well, I can't believe it.
Funny thing is, I think I remember.
I don't.
I used chat. Don't worry. I submitted my thought process.
That's fucking cheating.
Not far off. I wouldn't put it past that.
I know.
You
trying
were
to-
there. What do you mean?
You tried to replace her pet. You tried to become her cat. I don't know. Shit. Seems like a Mochi thing to do.
What did I do back?
Oh, you just get. Oh my god, dude.
I don't fucking know. I do know, though, a theory on how we're gonna crack this book, though. I have a theory.
Yes, please.
That's just a theory. A game.
Theory.
Oh no.
It's a way for us
You're
both to use our.
watching.
It's a way for us to both use our expertise. Thankfully.
Yes.
So the way that it would work is that I would essentially be reading the formulaic pattern of these like seals and wards and attempting to find faults and like little knots in them. You would essentially be using your arcana to kind of pull up the knot and undo it. And I'd be using the linguistic and the forensic code of it, trying to break it down like that.
Okay.
You know, you'd be basically doing the practicality of it while I'd be looking at the formulaic versions of it.
And
Understood.
remember, if you fail, you blow up. Worth mentioning. Boom. No more.
No more. I understand.
Can I use my expertise?
Oh yeah, easily. Go on and use. You know what? Yeah, you guys go outside with the Mochi. Are you with them?
Sure. Why not?
Sure. Cool. Okay, Mochi's there. Good to know. Okay. Anyways, so I need you, Mr. Tobias, to
Yeah.
make me a. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so Magnus, I need you to roll me a foresight linguistics, because you're looking at this, trying to predict it, trying to pull out very specific information and intel, and you're like using your knowledge of runes and formula and things of that nature. Remember, if you fail, you do blow up.
Can we get intelligence, please?
Right?
That's not the skill that this would use,
I'm
unfortunately.
using my brain powers.
It would be foresight because you need to figure it out by detailing it and interpreting that information immediately.
I'm good with foresight.
I don't know if we want you touching this.
Yeah,
You're
I'm definitely
okay.
just touching that. I'm just saying.
Just stand back. If we die, drag our corpses back in. I guess I don't care.
I don't care.
If I'm dead, I'm dead. I'll be honest.
You want me to bite you real quick? You'll come back?
No.
Oh, great. Now we have two people.
You're a funny guy.
I gotta bring you over to this
Anyways,
situation somehow.
if not, if it starts to blow up, we're gonna kick this bitch. All right.
I'm so down.
You know,
Like
I'd
fucking
like to,
football.
I shouldn't tell you this, but you're technically just looking at it. You could look at it and then walk away out of the blast radius, and then only Alric will blow up.
That is such a good idea.
I shouldn't tell you that, but sure, I will.
That is such a good idea.
That's such an idea.
This is like keep talking and no one blows up.
Exactly.
Play.
It is. It'd be
Sure.
really funny to make you play a like fucking 6 puzzle of that to see if it blows up or not, but we don't have time. Okay.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, go on, roll your foresight linguistics.
What do you want me to roll?
Natural 2.
What?
Okay,
What?
anyways, so yeah, Toby, I need you to roll a dexterity trickery.
Dex trickery.
Yeah. I'll be
Okay.
honest with you. There's really only one way you can beat this check. So, thumbs up, bud.
Is that a natural 20?
Oh my god.
Don't worry. I got a
Don't worry.
natural 1 Fate's Ember waiting for you. I'll take care of it.
I got a 3.
Natural
What a
3.
Oh!
The job fixed itself,
Okay,
guys. We
Hold
don't
on, I
have
have
to
a Fate's
find the
Ember. I have a
vampire.
Fate's Ember. Hold on.
You have
Hold
two,
on.
yeah. Well, which one do you want to use? You don't have a nat 20, by the way.
I have a 19.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty good.
So
Job
does
fixed
that
himself.
does my roll's a 19 and then I add 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
That
The
still
job
fails.
fixed itself.
oh no.
Because he failed the first one, so the DC increases by 5. So that means unfortunately, like I said, if he had succeeded on the first one, the DC would have been lowered by 5 and it would have succeeded. Unfortunately, he got a natural 2.
Jesus.
Didn't you have a
Okay.
Fate's Ember? A sad, sad boy.
Yeah, he did. It's too late now, though, because you rolled yours. Remember, it has to be before someone else rolls a dice for you to say, I use a Fate's Ember.
I
And
didn't have a Fate's Ember, by the way. I didn't get it.
oh yeah, you used your last one. I think he's referencing Tyson, who does in fact have a nat 20 Fate's Ember from his birthday. Was it his
What?
birthday? No, it's from the bingo. It's from the bingo.
Yes.
He won the
that is
bingo.
Oh, right, on the bingo.
I am watching from afar, though.
Yeah,
sorry, Alric.
yeah, so he's starting the tusk keep talking and nobody explodes, and he's like, okay, so you're gonna want to pull on the red string, and then you pull on the red string, and immediately you guys hear like a nuke going off. So Alric, you have 18 hit points, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
We were gonna save him.
I'll be so real with you.
This entire
Min damage kills you.
Damn.
Cause you're vulnerable to fire, and Silas made this, which means min damage. Even if you succeed, instead of being doubled, it's normal.
Hey, at least my party didn't kill me.
Actually, technically, there's a chance you could live it. It's just really, really unlikely. Because it doesn't roll 16 dice. But literally, if one rolls, if 2 of them roll a 2, because this is 14 die of damage, if 2 of them roll a 2, it's lethal. And you'd have to succeed on the saving throw, but I am not a man if not technically fair. There's technically a 1 in whatever % chance. Crazier shit has happened. Go on and roll a dodge saving throw.
Oh, thank Jesus. Okay. Okay, I can do that. D20 plus. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good.
Hate to be that guy.
Oh, not good.
That fails.
Yeah.
Hate
Well,
to be that guy.
For the sake of fun,
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, fun.
for the sake of fun, let's roll the die.
I love
At least
dying
I
2
got
sessions in a row.
one. I had my one in-character conversation
Oh
with
my
Alric.
God.
Double his HP, man.
It
Oh my
does.
God.
So remember, this is doubled because he failed, and he's vulnerable to this damage type.
Oh,
So that
dear
is
God.
that's
He is dead. Irregardless.
So Magnus and Mochi, you're outside, and all of this says you start giving detailed instructions. You blink for a second, and then there's a outline, like a Hiroshima outline on the ground, like one of the shadows of Hiroshima.
Right.
On the ground in front of you. Everything is destroyed. Grimoire, clothing, rings. It's all just... No vampire ash remains either. It's just vaporized puddle on the floor. The book is 99% destroyed as well. And you realize there's a huge hole in the street going into the sewer now.
Oh, great. Do we have the money to pay the city to fix that, or what?
They won't
It
know
was
it's
it was a
I can't
very
believe
loud
the vampire
explosion.
blew the fuck up. Guys.
Oh
To be
my
honest,
god. Toby!
yeah, I'm standing there in the street.
Grabs you
A
and shakes
vampire blew
Toby.
up.
Listen, I did good on my roll. I didn't have a nat 20 to use.
Yeah. I also realized you rolled it wrong, but it's a bit late now.
What do you mean I rolled it wrong?
You could emerge from the sewers. You could do this. You could come back.
You can't, because it would the book's gone, so it wouldn't have. I'll explain after the session.
Okay.
I realized there was something. Wait, do you have any skill points in trickery whatsoever?
No.
Okay, never mind. You rolled correctly. I'd like to point out this is once
What?
again technically on Mochi. He could have used his nat 20 to just open the book.
I didn't know if I could.
You could, yeah.
To be fair, he was told specifically not to touch the book.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair, I guess. To be fair, the
Told
big
specifically not to
three.
touch
That's all I have to say.
He said
The
not,
big
don't touch the
three.
book.
All I have to say is the big three.
It's from Stylith and Magnus's mother. I mean, fuck.
Magnus's mother.
Oh,
She
I'm sorry,
didn't do
I'm
anything.
sorry, I'm tired. I'm sorry, I didn't sleep well.
Yeah,
I'm
Magnus
tired.
is going to he's fucking pogging. He's what the fuck? He just gave me a bomb. Like he's got his hands up. His hands are behind his head. His fucking mouth is wide open. You're shocked. One Piece face.
And then you realize you said red wire. You meant purple wire.
Oh shit! I'm colorblind.
He's like, oh fuck.
My bad. I'm colorblind.
You go, oh no, it was magenta. I knew I was red green colorblind.
The same thing. Why? This is a big fucking hole in the street, right?
Yeah,
We did all.
Damn.
it's like 10 by 10.
And now he's just dead.
I'm gonna pick up Mochi and be like, Mochi, what happened here today was a wizard came down and accidentally cast a spell. It misfired. He died. I'm gonna look you dead in the eyes when I say this. Say it with me. A wizard cast a spell.
A wizard
It
cast.
misfired, and he died.
And he died. Sounds good.
Sounds good. I still need to talk to this, and again, he's still frazzled. His eyes are fucking dilated to all hell. And there's like nothing there. Right? It's just like the burnt remains of like the 1% of the book.
Yep.
With the 1% there, what is it?
It was a grimoire. And you're looking at it, you see just the name, and you recognize the name of the current Ares of the Magus Ascendancy.
Maybe fucking Jesus.
Listen, if that
Christ.
would have worked out well, we would have cooked.
Yeah, we would have cooked.
We
I'm not
would
gonna lie
have
to you.
cooked.
But
Didn't we wait?
I don't know. We should go inside.
Alright, let's go.
God will come here eventually and ask questions.
Yep.
Well,
Alright.
Can I poke
I'm
my
gonna go
head
in there.
out
No,
the
I'm
second
gonna go
story
in
window
there.
and be
I'm
like,
opening the
what
door.
the hell happened up there? It's
I'm
very
gonna go
bright.
Lady
I'm gonna open the door.
Rosalia, you open the door and you just see a massive smoking crater in the middle of the street.
You know what? I don't want to know. Closes the window.
Goes back inside. Guys, everyone. Alric is dead.
vampire problem is no longer a problem.
We
This went better than
That's-
how I thought it was going
there
to
was
go.
a spell failure and he died with opening the sealed book. However, the official story that we will go with is that a wizard attempted to cast a spell and died.
For the
Maybe they
sake,
change it to a sorcerer.
maybe.
Sorcerer.
For the
was
sake
sarcasm
of
spelling.
not knowing for certain, can Cineas roll an insight check just to see if he believes?
Go on, yeah, roll a charisma insight. Yeah.
Can't believe
I'm
you killed
waiting
him.
for the fucking D20 to show up. Where's it at?
Alright.
Natural
No.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
of course
he's
I
not going to
used it.
sugarcoat it with you guys. He's letting you know. That
What
he
That's a
was
nat 20. What are you talking about?
actual fuck?
Yeah, it's a natural 20. He's not
Yeah,
going to
okay,
sugarcoat it.
okay, he's real. Alright.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have the sense somehow that he doesn't know what magenta is. He doesn't know the difference in shades of red, and it may or may not have cost Alric his life. You have this weird sixth sense. If only you were out there helping with the book, perhaps you could have done something. You did have that anti-magic orb.
Well,
Oh,
We could have. Oh.
well,
Oh.
at
Everyone
least
starts
it was
thinking.
quick. At least it was quick. At least it was quick. Right?
So how's the afterlife?
Right? Not.
Without your soul was owned by another living creature. Therefore, you don't have one.
Yeah.
It is being rended horrifically
Uh,
Gotta put in
under the
soul
power of
feeders.
the witch. Yeah, the power of the witch doctor
Yeah.
who created the original.
We
Well, I
have the
mean-
map at least.
We don't need the map.
We now know who this random witch doctor is.
We have it just in case, and sometimes if we look at it and see if they're close and they want to fuck around and find out.
It will save
Okay.
our soul in roughly
So,
3 to 10
what was
business
that
months.
favor for now? Don't you owe your
Hmm?
sister a favor? And now,
Oh no, it was not related to Alric. This was related to the job.
already perfect.
The job is that's sad.
Well, yeah.
This is sibling debt.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
He surely will do
is
it.
anybody hungry?
I could eat.
That's
I am famished.
No, considering how hard that was to kill Alric, does that count as a little?
That's so true.
Actually, yeah.
We put him in our
Yeah,
trap,
he
all
did
according to plan,
struggle.
Rise.
Oh, according to plan,
All
That's
according to
not-
plan, Rise, right?
that's
This
not
is
worth a
actually-
level because the level was forced if he fought really good against you.
I mean, he fought really hard
He
against
did.
that
He
book.
fought really good,
Really hard.
and technically it was in our possession. And I set him up with the planned death, all according to plan.
Crab's head.
He really did fight that book pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easy.
Oh.
Plus, also Silas gets a level 2 on top of that.
You know what? I'm giving Silas a level, yeah. There. This is canon now.
All of a sudden, he gets this slight tingling.
Yeah. There's an inkling that he just gained experience from some distant spell.
He knows. He probably felt that shit.
He literally
He
lives
no, he
down the
never-
street,
Silas.
yeah.
No, he
He
absolutely.
felt it and laughed.
You still need to talk to Silas today.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
You know, Lady Rosalia, you look out the window and it's really weirdly bright outside.
I will actually like open the window all the way to like. Can I actually? No, I lied. Can I make a perception check without opening the window all the way? Like take a peek, see what's out there.
Sure.
I do have expertise in this, so
Yeah, I'll add the circumstantial bonus in my head so it's more climactic.
okay, that's even funnier. All right, +6, plus this would be what would this be? Foresight, intelligence.
You're trying to be stealthy, so Dex, I guess.
So Dex. Okay, so +3.
Big 9.
16.
You're really trying to be stealthy, and you're peeking out the window, and you see a familiar shirt coming towards you.
Hey, Silas is on the way, and it's very bright outside.
Yeah.
I
Figured.
think he has a meteor above
Open
our
the door.
Mochi, please.
Open the door.
No, no,
please
Mochi.
get back.
Mochi, no.
I'm gonna open the door for him. He does pull up.
He does in fact pull up. He walks inside the door. And
Got the
he's...
grimoire.
Did you?
Yeah.
He sighs. And then he starts laughing a dry, dry laugh.
Trying not to laugh right now. Mm-hmm.
And then he starts laughing an almost maniacal laugh.
Yeah. Turns out I'm colorblind, so you know.
Oh, he wipes a tear from his eye, and you notice the tear is red.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Nice,
Mm-mm.
nice.
I'd see the witch doctor if I were you. Tomorrow when the guard comes to collect the taxes. He keeps laughing.
Right.
It's funny how disappointing this is.
Yeah.
So you're telling me a sorcerer didn't?
No, that was Alric.
Oh. Well then, why did you lie? It's wrong.
No, I didn't lie to you. I was telling this what we're going to. Anyways, didn't lie to you. It was never. Anyways. Okay. I was planning to go talk to you anyways later, Silas. The goal, but then you wanted to do the thing, so.
So
Yeah.
you listened?
I'll
He
be honest.
grabs his temple with his massive fingers.
Learning as I do it, is a pain, but it will be learned from, I guess. I imagine this is what you wanted to talk about, or was it something else?
He just keeps laughing. For the first time, he's not had a cigar this entire conversation. He's just been laughing. You can forget about the previous words. I was going to warn you off about your assets. I was going to... He laughs, but he keeps laughing. I was going to try to bring you into the fold. How disappointing. I knew you had bad assets. What you've been doing with them. You have a mutated daddy's girl who doesn't realize she's been abandoned. You have a total sellout who thinks he's above. Oh, keeps laughing. You had the only one that might have been useful. It's not like I didn't know, but still. This turned out so spectacularly wrong. It's beautiful. You can't write tragedies like this if you tried.
Right. Not if you tried.
Oh, a part of me feels so bad. He was meant to be. He calms himself. And he tosses you a cigar.
He'll take it, and he'll die, and he'll light it. Immediately after dragging it, he fucking coughs like hell. Does not smoke.
Yeah, that's a pretty strong cigar. It's a pretty nice one, but also you're not really a smoker, so it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
As it. Oh, I don't even see a point in being cryptic anymore. Oh, do you want me to deal with the guards for you?
That'd be appreciated.
I had big plan. See. And he just takes a seat, not really giving a shit anymore. Continuing to dry laugh, and actually coughs a couple of times. The big plan. Demolish the building next door, giving you room to expand. And then see what you did from there. See if you were up to par with Simon. Because the thing I know about Reed. Oh, the things I know about Reed. He pulls out a cigar for himself and lights it. He laughs a little bit, and a little bit more. Is that you would have been the most suitable replacement for Simon. Dylan was just a little test drive, a loose end. A loose end that you were supposed to control.
With what? If you
That
met
was
him,
the test. There's tons of things you can control with money and the promise of it. Your knowledge, you seeking out his background, is impressive, I admit. I've been watching. See, I'm the one who vouched for you, not your sister. Though, eventually we discussed it further, and she agreed with me. You were the second, or no, well, you were the one that Sinuous wanted second most, you know. The first being... a wanderer he's been talking up. It's amazing how both of your groups failed so spectacularly, yet managed to keep yourselves in a floating position.
right?
And he will say, you needed to do far better with your assets, brother.
Do what I can. He currently has his glasses off currently, and his eyes are currently covered by his hair. See what I can do with that. Just lost an important one. So see what I can do on that front. And this witch doctor, we should probably track him down and kill him, yeah.
Do what you want. I don't give a shit.
Rosaria is gonna get up from her seat and head upstairs by herself.
Stellar.
You know you can still pull this around.
I know.
Life changes for you next month. What you do with it, that's still your big shot. This ragtag. You're still in the stage of that adventurers guild where you can hire any nobody to join your party. I suggest picking an asset that's expendable enough that you don't care, but strong enough that it can be molded into one you do. And stop keeping strays. The last 3 didn't do shit all for you. Learn your lesson.
Learned, and I get it. Thank you for the words of encouragement.
You're still wondering what I am, aren't you? How I've been alive for 2 centuries.
Kind of. It's a curious puzzle.
Do you want to solve it on your own, or do you want it handed to you?
I want to solve it on my own, thank you.
Okay. I can
Thank you.
respect it. As for you, Mochi, do you want to solve the puzzle on your own? Or do you want that handed to you?
I'm slowly putting it together. I think a piece of that is going to change. He'll just he's just reflecting on, let's just say, strengthening some resolves out of out of game.
Oh. So, I suppose I've given everyone else the option for a freebie. Simius, what do you want? You already retrieved a simple box for me. So what do you want? I got the group into the school despite my hatred of nepotism. Do you want a puzzle solved for you? Or do you want to deal with your problems on your own?
Is there any like voice clawing at the back of his head or anything of the such saying?
Every time you're in the presence of Silas, the gods, you don't feel their
That's weird.
presence at all.
You seem to know us better than we do. I would say I don't want your help, but maybe you think I do, truly. I'll leave it up to you, sir.
An intriguing clause. Maybe I mistook which one of the two you clung on to. And he smiles. And this smile isn't like the sick smile that he's usually done. This is actually like a he's impressed smile. You two, if I had to give a suggestion, ditch the strays. You two could go places on your own, you know. You two could join the organization if you truly wished. Could get up to the Mages College. Escape this a pedestrian place. You could be real adventurers. You know the others don't have a future. Something you need to learn about assets is sometimes they lose all value and you have to throw them away. Humans make a mistake so very frequently that you two shouldn't repeat. All things, living and dead, have value. But a value can equal 0. A creature determines their own worth through their actions. They aren't entitled to it. It's the job of the strong to protect the weak, to provide for those that can't do it for themselves. But in turn, it is the job of the weak to provide value to the strong, to grow the crops and ensure a kingdom is fed. Remember that. And I leave you with an option, Phineas. An easy way out, but one with a cost. A question to answer your question. Will you share in my curse? And he throws something at you. Like, not full force, but not nicely either, like the tossing. Like, mid. Enough to leave, like, a little sting when you do catch it. And you see another one of the pill bottles. I'm interested to see where this goes. I'll still give you the job. I'll even leave your sister alone. If you manage to pull your weight. Stray. He looks at you directly in the eyes, Mochi.
And as this conversation has happened, even if like he doesn't act like it, or like what I'm trying to get at is even though he doesn't try to act stupid and just does it because, well, he did choose to. It's just now he's just staring at he's staring at Silas, which just there is now something ever so slightly is changing, and Mochi is going to, well, he's going to change himself. And so he's just staring at Silas. And that's it. Just a straight stare. Like, he's going to show what he can do and prove what he's capable of.
For the sake of visualization, is Mochi like standing or sitting?
And he's standing. He's just standing and staring at Silas.
One last thing, Cineas. Consider this a final. Well, consider this a mutual favor. Since the tall freak walked away. She doesn't get that choice, but you do. In her place. You get to choose her, whether you tell her of your mutual origin. And a newly found similar need. Through similar means. Or you can keep it to yourself and let her live blissfully in ignorance. But it doesn't change the fact that Daddy Dearest is floating down the river. Just like yours.
Cineas is standing up immediately in regards.
And he says, so you get to tell her to choose whether she lives in blissful ignorance, or whether her life gets consumed by the needs you now have. Needs I understand all too well. You have two questions. How you answer them's up to you. See you for the job, Magnus.
Yeah.
Remember, the wedding is Sunday best.
Right.
Simon will be there, you know. And then he walks out the door. A pleasure, as always.
Pleasure.
And he gently shuts the door and walks back to his home.
Damn.
Mochi is going to immediately just brush himself off, pull up his overalls, get all of his alchemy stuff, and go into the part of his room. He's just going to
You go back to the
diligently
poop
study.
couch. Okay.
He's going to just practice and rehearse alchemy, because that's what he chose. That's what his thing is going to be to the uh to the uh, to the team, is that he's going to do alchemy and help in fighting. Those are his two things that he's going to try and get better at. No more.
What's everyone else doing? It leaves just Cineas and Magnus alone at this point in this room.
Don't worry.
With the
I'm
bombshells
busy
that just
being dead.
dropped.
Yeah. If
My
Phineas
ash
looks
blowing in the
over at
wind. It's all right,
Magnus,
guys.
You hear it
you
through.
would see Magnus. You still can't see his eyes as they're still shaggy. You see the. I imagine Magnus was sitting behind the desk. Um, he is almost shaking. Like you can definitely see his body is kind of tense currently.
Is it obviously like? Is it fear, anger?
It looks like anger, yeah.
Makes sense.
He comes into my house. Mine. Come with my people. And just shits and he laughs in my fucking face. A fucking clown. Fucking hate wizards.
While he has a way with words, I can't particularly say he's been wrong yet. Maybe we have been messing up somehow in such a way that we've just been blind to see it until now.
If they didn't prance around with this fairy tale bullshit, some undercover god thing, if they had just been straight up and saying, yeah, we have these grand plans for you that you didn't have any conversation about. We already pre-planned your life. This is just what you're going to do. That's not what you do, someone. That's not how you teach someone. That's not what you do. It's the last thing you do.
It makes sense that they're trying to play God in a way, in more than one way. Maybe they're trying some new technique with you, lab rat.
You want me to be fucking Simon? No. Can't stand it.
I'm sure I don't have to ask you if you plan on joining them then.
Doing the fucking job. Do it. Fucking do it, alright. Cause like, that's mine. Me. They stomped on me. They kicked. They basically just shat in your face, Phineas, and you're just standing there. You and Rosalia.
She actually left before.
She ran.
Yeah, I know. That's what he says. He says you and Rosalia. He literally points towards the stairwell. Call her a freak. Twice.
I don't think I like to be alive, Magnus. And though I'm not sure what he would do.
I'm not stupid. I know.
I just
can't stab him to death. I know we can't do that. I'm not dumb, and that was never my intention. The best way to get revenge and to prove someone wrong isn't to kill them. It's to be infinitely better than them so that you can step on everything they belong on and leave them in the dirt. There is no getting even with this Phineas. We're either above them or we're going to be below them for the rest of our lives. It's the way it is.
then you say I just stood there, but at least I stood up. I agree with you. We're gonna fucking do things with our lives. We'll prove them wrong every step of the way. We'll keep our strays, our friends, elevate them higher than they could ever fucking imagine. But you need to stand up as well. While I did mine in the heat of the moment, you never even thought about getting out of your chair.
You're right. You're right. It's my fault. I've been complacent in what I've been doing. I have something to fix that. But it's gonna need to work. Give me a day. Had the perfect inspiration for it too. So I think it'll be figured out perfectly. You will kind of also stand in the he'll go specifically to the back rooms of the library where him and Alric already studied the letter, and as he does so, he'll kind of put his hands on your shoulder and say, You're a good man." He'll kind of lightly fist bump your chest and walk by.
As you walk by, he will very quickly grasp your arm before you're able to get too far away.
Mhm.
And kind of, I don't know what to call the emotion. Self-doubt, anger, sadness, happiness. It's a lot of things all at once. Let's keep it that way, Magnus. Let's both continue being us.
A second of softness reflects in his eyes. That is then reflected right back at you, and you see kind of a softer expression, but then it's kind of immediately smothered again by the sharpness. I don't plan on changing who I am. Just a little bit more passion.
He'll let go of your arm.
All right. Could talk to Rosalia and convince her not to leave in the middle of the night. That'd be great.
Check in on Mochi.
Mm-hmm. And they'll go to the back rooms. And all night, he is working on runes.
You know what? Go on and roll a D100 for me. Because I will say something interesting. Yeah, Magnus. If you roll high enough, I'm gonna do something interesting that I don't think I've done in a campaign with you personally before. I've done it before, so like Sam and Toby will
High
recognize it.
or
But
low?
low, as always in this game.
35.
That is low. Okay. I'm going to give you a level up. No one else. Because this is a huge character moment with big character development with a lot of implications. This is a major change in Magnus's story and possibly the story of the campaign. This is like a major part in your own personal progression. Therefore, I feel like this gives you enough roleplay experience to hit like a what's it called? A milestone. So you level up. You are level 5, everyone else is level 4. Because though that being said, you take 2 points of exhaustion because in gaining this level, you exhaust yourself horrifically.
Real. Okay.
I'm just working on King Barret alchemy. That's it.
With that, heading upstairs, what is Miss Rosalia doing?
She is peacefully sitting at the window with the window open, just looking out at the street. Weirdly not upset as it probably had seemed a few minutes ago.
Sidious will kind of walk towards Rosaria, and if does she ever turn around? If not, he'll kind of just make his way next to Rosaria, next to the window.
She will stay still, but she does acknowledge your existence. So is he gone now?
For a couple minutes.
Good. It's not,
Do you find yourself mentally strong? He says, kind of looking up towards her, because she's like a fucking foot taller, isn't she?
What did you say?
You're like a foot taller, aren't you? Like 7 feet.
Yeah, but I'm sitting in a chair, so.
Okay. Oh, you're sitting down? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting down in a chair
okay.
next to the window.
He'll just look down. It's like, yeah, do you consider yourself to be mentally strong?
I find I can handle some information better than others. I do come up with dramatics, but that's just force of habit more than anything.
Sinius will look down, kind of like tongue-in-cheek, kind of a bit sad before looking back towards Rosaria.
Mm-hmm.
I need someone to talk to tonight.
Well, I am more than happy to listen. If it'll help, of course.
Not sure. You got a nat 20 Fates Ember? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no, I was saying, where's that earlier? He's like, by the way, guys, do I get my Fates Ember? And I'm like, I'm tempted
We are
to
still
say
back.
no, but yes. And then I roll it, and it's a fucking 20, and I'm like, dude, if only I had done that fucking 20 minutes earlier.
No.
That's what's needed, man. I needed that. Oh, all right.
I assume we have similar backgrounds, that being one of the higher class.
Yes.
Sinius will look up for a second in contemplation before looking back down. I care for you, Lady Rosalia, Miss Moonbloom. And I do not want to talk about anything if you are not ready for it. But Silas told me things. And
Okay.
if you wish to know why your family's letters haven't been getting to you.
I've had assumptions, and depending on the information, I do trust you enough to probably go more in depth with my family background. Might I take a little hint at what it is you're about to tell me?
My family are not the heads of my family.
Hmm. And my father didn't send me here on a job.
Did he still tell you it was a job, or?
No. I wanted to go out on my own and learn things in the big city. Father thought that was a wonderful idea. Of course, myself under the guise that I wanted to do these things out of exploration. It was survival, to say the least. My parents, I know, are not great people. They're not good human beings. And I could get into more detail about it, but to say the least, I wouldn't be that surprised if the reason why I haven't gotten any letters since I've made it here is because they've cut me off, which has always been an inevitability. But my hopes for my letters getting back home were to my siblings.
Senius
Because
will just look away as you're saying this.
I worry for them more than anything, but there was nothing I could do within that house. My youngest brother can barely even walk. His affliction is far too great. And my sister has the madness my mother does. And I seem to be the only of the three of us have half a mind to understand that in order for us to grow, we had to spread our roots. So I moved away to here by myself like an idiot.
Well,
Knowing
yes.
inevitably I was going to be alone.
Well, you're not alone. And he'll look back towards you. So far, so good, I say.
So far, so good indeed. I've not met very many kind folk, but I think I've said it before. Kindness pays in dividends all the time. And I want to say thank you for all of the kindness that you've given me. And I hope that I've been kind to you in return.
Nobility will be nobility, I guess.
Of course.
But some things don't require payment back.
Of course.
It's getting late. Are you going to stay awake here? Or are you going to head to bed?
I will probably head off to bed here soon, but if you are going to be up, I wouldn't mind sitting with you still. It was kind of peaceful earlier when we were reading together.
Maybe for a little bit longer, then.
She would give a gentle smile and a little bit of a there's kind of like an excited glint in her eye for that moment, but she quickly like silences it and just goes to like a neutral smile.
Probably the same for Cineas, more so leaning on sadness and like anxiousness rather than like neutrality.
Mhm.
There you go.
So, yay, we did it. So I guess we're sitting here just silently while the rest
Probably.
of people
Yeah.
other things.
whatever they
Okay.
Oh, he couldn't tell her.
I mean, he
couldn't tell her.
So yeah, no, this goes back to the fucking Chainsaw Man argument of fucking Quan Chi asking, would you rather live in ignorance and be happy, or know the truth and it ruins things?
I mean, the theory, she did say that she expected it. To be quite frank.
You know, floating down the river means they were killed, right?
Oh
you
my
know, floating
God.
down the river is like a mob term for dismembered and thrown into the lake.
The funny thing about that is I think she would be more relieved. Her second fear would be, oh my God, my siblings. What about them? Probably dead too, huh?
At least so far there might be a chance, you know, who knows? We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Also, I told King who Silas is because she asked in DMs, and her response was, Lord have mercy with this gift. 1 second.
Oh no.
Real
Not
shit.
good.
Dear
Also,
God.
Dear
I will
God.
give very minor spoiler because the chat can't see this. You are correct, Mr. Magnus Reed /X. I will say
I
that
had a
much.
feeling. It reminds me of my actual sister. It literally reminds me of my actual sister. So, an eventuality.
In eventually. I cannot wait for you guys to like, cause this is the thing. Like I said, this was completely optional for you. This was more meant to be a thing of this group was meant to be like the main thing for the college campaign. But then you guys had that connection, and then Dylan got a random role, and it's interesting to see how that random role and Tyson changing the lore by making random roles I didn't expect him to win. Like put your C plot. Your C plot into your like tied for your A plot now. Like it's interesting to see it, but I'm very happy about it because now this means that both campaigns are kind of competing with each other on the same story, but not at the same time. So there's gonna be really interesting things that like you two could collaborate. You could end up working against each other. There's a lot of really interesting things that I cannot wait for like backstories to drop and shit. Oh, we fall.
Lucky we pulled that shit back together, guys. Alric, thank you for being the inspiration, man.
Thank
you really were the inspiration.
To us all.
For Magnus locking the fuck in.
And for Mochi,
thank you.
locking the fuck in as well. Everyone for locking the fuck
you also
in.
gave him the inspiration for the rune he made.
Yeah.
He's not doing the sun rune. So,
Oh.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You, my
Thank
friend, are the absolute bomb.
Oh.
I'll see myself on now.
You guys, whoever doesn't sleep, you know, let's be real. None of you are sleeping after that
Oh, no,
fucking bomb.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
You fucking,
No,
all of you take a point of exhaustion except for Magnus, who took 2.
Yeah, no, I am absolutely not sleeping.
Magnus
After that,
is
no way.
so fucking raw now. You know. Just you wait till he comes out the man cave.
Wait, did we did we just milestone again?
Magnus got his.
Magnus did. Like I said, this has happened in previous campaigns where one character pulls slightly ahead on like their personal A plot or whatever. And so, like I said, to represent that, Magnus is a level ahead of the party. You guys can catch up. It's not like it's going to be he's a level ahead forever. It's just one of those things of he progressed his own personal story significantly, and that would push him over the edge for a milestone. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, 'cause like I said, I've
That's an
done it.
episode name. Over the edge.
Milestone? Oh, over the edge. Oh my god, that's such a fucking good title. You're right.
Over
Hey, we got this.
Yeah, so you're
We
good.
are.
Yeah,
So,
continue.
do we have a name for the group yet?
No, it's funny you mentioned that because that's actually because we have 20 minutes left for this episode. 20 minutes, about.
Okay.
Yeah,
Started
give or
on
take.
time-ish.
Not
Let's
really.
go. Close enough. Closer than usual.
Hey,
Closer
Closer
than
to- yeah,
usual.
the
That's
stream
true.
started
It's an
at
improvement.
The stream started at 9, but we were on the blank page for 30 minutes.
That's hey, you know what? It's
Okay.
30
Like
minutes
20.
faster than what we normally do.
It was 34 when I looked at it, but okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Alright.
That's why I said, because technically we've been going for 3 hours and 30 minutes, but like I said, 30 of those minutes aren't real minutes, they're fake minutes.
No. Because I had to reset the stream.
Yeah, he
It
turned the
never,
stream off.
it never reset for me.
Oh,
It kept, I stayed in and I
It
then
did for me. Yeah.
it reset.
That's
There's
interesting.
another VOD there that's just 30 minutes of blank.
Mina's runes
That-
go above 20.
what?
Do the little +1 runes go above 20?
Yeah, they can. If they don't have a max and they're not a feat, they go above 20. Feats can't go above 20 because that says if it doesn't say it in the feats rules, it should, unless otherwise stated. Some feats can go above 20, you get the point. If an ability says you gain like a +5 to strength and it does not say it can only go up to this maximum number, it can go up to any number.
Gotcha. Okay.
Remember the +1 don't do much, but you get 2 of those, and they do. So
Did a
think
lot
about
for
it.
me now. We're back.
We're back in business.
With all of the time I've spent looking at this damn book, do I get any information about anyone in particular?
I will say no, but I will say this. With what Silas said, whoever is responsible for Lady Rosalia's family's death is also responsible for yours. As that is what he said.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
I was looking for any specific names of people. If that doesn't,
Yeah, I understand. I'm saying, yeah.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah. You don't find a name, but you do find a larger thread. You find a big hint you did not have before. All night, the physiological heresy in your hand, like, glows.
Hey, if I, I know it's a heresy, but if I just pray to my gods real quick, considering what this does, it's like, hey guys, is this gonna make you guys angry, guys? Is this gonna, thoughts, guys, thoughts, guys?
No response. It's weird. Ever since Silas came in last night, you haven't gotten like the sensation that your prayers are being listened to.
They didn't say no.
They didn't say no.
They didn't say no.
Read the Bible real quick. If it says you can't eat pills, you're good.
True.
True. If it doesn't say it's a sin, it's morally sound.
Can always repent.
Are you like fumbling with the pill in your hand?
Occasionally the thought crosses his mind. So yeah.
Can I like make a perception check of some sort to catch him in the act with it?
I mean, I feel like he just said he's doing it in plain sight,
sure.
so like.
Not really.
So if he's so I could just see that shit. All right. Well, I'm gonna say something. And, like, is that one of those things that Dylan took?
I would assume so. Yes.
Why do you have it?
Silas.
Well, yes, but Did you want it?
He just gave it to me.
I'm not sure it would be a good idea.
Partially the reason why I asked if you were mentally strong.
And I told you that I was.
If I give it to you, you have to promise me you're not going to take it. I'm not sure if I would or wouldn't take it.
She will peel her own signet off of her finger. A trade, then. A promise that I won't take it.
Sinius will hold his hand out with the pill vial then.
I will exchange my ring for the pill. Taking out the box, the mint box that I have with the single mint left in it, and I put the pill in the mint box and close it up. Put it back in my purse.
Sinius, well, at this point, it's probably fucking morning because no one's.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said, "Oh, you guys technically finished a long rest. It's morning now."
We come out the man cave.
You came out the man cave.
Yeah, it comes out. Two things are different. On his gloves, there are a large circumference of runes kind of binding around that kind of meet in the back palm.
Nice.
It's a large scale circle that then spirals out into each finger, each different finger. This has on both hands. And additionally, on the sides of his glasses, there are a small runish like M on the side.
Interesting.
He'll look towards the two of you and say, you two have been up all night.
Yeah.
He looks tireder than you.
Oh, it seems that you running marathons in there or something.
Huh?
You look exhausted.
You could say that. I actually came to a breakthrough. Sydney, give me your armor.
Take your clothes off now.
To get the strip.
No! Do it!
And then his face immediately drops. Give me your armor. Give me your clothes.
Mochi, that's the first thing you hear as you come out of your poop couch.
It's
Good
no
naked.
longer my poop couch.
True, it's been cleaned.
He made fucking
I
hydrogen
scrubbed it.
peroxide.
I scrubbed it so good.
It's now my bleach couch.
Yeah, you're bleach.
He's working on turning it to his poop couch again. He's on it.
Funny
True,
enough,
it's already dirty. Yeah.
oh, it's just dirty.
You took a bath? That's what he did all night.
I know, yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
No, because why why he was doing all of the alchemy stuff was that just for flavor wise, he was, let's just say, creating some alchemical substances to help with a bath.
I will allow
Dear
that.
God.
With your last charge of the alchemy kit, you need a new one now. You made hydrogen peroxide and other such and soaps and like lye and things of that nature to clean thyself. Also, you guys notice his hair is starting to grow back, but it's in that weird stubbly phase.
Oh,
That's honestly
I
very
also
nice.
need.
Oh.
Do I need your hammer? I don't know if I might. No, I need someone else's hammer. No, not hammer. I need your armor. I need to go to sleep. I need to go to work.
no, you need to
Sirius, give
rest.
me your clothes.
Give me your
Okay,
clothes.
Well,
I'm
let
no
me.
longer
Okay.
asking.
You hear a knock on the door as you guys are stripping.
I
Oh
go over to the
man,
door.
party pooper.
It might
I
be
will open the
the
door
tax
very. I
people.
will like crack it open and peek my head up. Be like, it is not a very good time. We have people getting naked right now.
I've seen worse. You see a peacock woman holding out a her hand expectantly,
Right.
and is like, your tax is due."
The tax is due.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
Let me get the owner of the house, Magnus.
God,
Tax
damn,
lady is here,
loud.
and I will walk away from the door.
Yeah, he'll come down. Money, yes.
8 gold pieces for the property tax, please. And I will be out of your hair. Would you like to set up an automated service?
That'd be perfect, actually. Just get this out the way.
Okay, just sign
Yeah.
these.
Yeah. Written down.
Okay, a deposit box will be sent to you every 31st of each month. Simply put the coins inside of the box and press the button on the front, and it will be whisked off to our office. Thank you for your compliance, and may you have a wonderful rest of your day. Complimentary mint. She hands you a mint, and she
Thank you.
leaves.
Remember, if you ever need a book, come to Agnes's Book Emporium. Close the door. Sinius, why don't you have your clothes off yet?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Damn.
Buy me
I'm just
dinner
imagining
Yes,
like
the
the
bag
peacock
in there's
didn't
eyes.
quite yet, and so he just heard this muffled voice of just Senius. Why haven't you taken your clothes off? And it's just like, what a weird group of people. Anyway,
I can't believe I'm going to be saying this, but do we have any coffee in the house? I don't think tea is going to be strong enough for this bunch today.
We don't have any money.
It's
That
also
would be-
worth.
It's expensive.
It's worth
Coffee is
mentioning.
expensive.
Yes, coffee is expensive. It's less
Wow.
expensive in Baraxis than it is elsewhere, though, because they do live in a jungle. Therefore, they are able to not need to import it. So, despite LA prices, they also produce it. So, it's cheaper and more expensive. So, it kind of just cuts off to the normal price for coffee,
How much is the normal price for coffee?
like 1 gold.
Oh, I'm just gonna go. You know what? I'll run down fucking while these fucking chuckle nutses are gonna be ripping each other's clothes off. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you don't wanna
I'm
be
gonna go
here
buy
for
a
that?
bag of
Damn.
coffee. I'm gonna
Does
go buy a
not
bag of
want
coffee.
Not
and
a bag of coffee, like single coffee is 1 gold.
Oh, a single How much is a bag?
Like 50 gold, but it would last for about a
Damn.
month.
God damn! A whole month's worth of. I mean, god damn! I don't know if I want to do that, Chief.
I miss our rogue. He could have
Okay, I will. You know what? It's just a gold piece.
I miss him so much.
I want to be nice.
It's been a year.
Fine. I will buy. I will buy coffee for the tired boys. So 3 coffee, which is 3 gold, right?
Yep. You go to
Great.
Fantasy Starbucks.
Fantasy
like,
stuff.
no. It's
what did we
go.
What did
This
we
is the
fucking
room where it
call it?
happened.
Yeah, this is the room where it happened. Anyways, what did we call it? It wasn't Fantasy Starbucks. We ended up calling it like it was like fucking Moon's Gold or something. We called it.
I know in Red Dragon Inn it's called Star Tusks.
Moon
Star-
Silver?
I think it was Moon's. It was something because we just said like, or was it fucking like Sun? It was like Sun Silver or something, wasn't it?
Something. Sun Silver is cool.
Yeah, I think it was Sun Silvers. Yeah, so you guys go to Sun Silvers and buy 4 coffees for 4 gold.
Great. So expensive, but I honestly at this moment we need a treat. So,
Bro, have you
so
been to
Rosalia's on
Starbucks
a coffee run.
recently? Those coffees are like, the fancy ones they sell are like $10. That's about actual real life prices, unfortunately.
Yeah, that is so fucking sad, dude.
Wait, Rise.
So I will do that.
Like a month's worth of pastries.
Yeah, you still have a month's worth of pastries, yeah.
Oh, good. I don't have to actually buy breakfast either. Thank Christ. I will go back with the coffees and just.
So, with the long rest, getting to full health, is that fucking lightning scar still there? By the way, from being shocked to hell.
Yes, because you didn't heal because you didn't rest.
Understood.
Shit.
That's yeah. If you take a point of exhaustion, it means you didn't rest, so you didn't heal.
Yeah. But even for future's
Give me your
sake,
clothes.
if I fully heal, is the scar still going to be there?
Yes, because
Sick, okay.
because you
Got
didn't heal it in time. So at this point, it's like
Nice.
Like that 10 times. Hand over your clothes now.
All right, here you go. Damn.
You'll see him take your iron crevasse, and he'll literally with his gloves take out like a small little metal needle. I imagine the hymns of the rune start glowing as he'll slowly start kind of. It looks like a mixture of threading and like pencil sketching across it. Like it literally glowed with like this yellowish red. As he's riding into it. And when he's done, he'll be like, here, sun powers.
Sun powers?
Yeah. If somebody hits you, you can now make them fuck off.
Sounds good to me. Thank you, Mr. Reed. And you'll start putting it back on.
Where's my child?
scared shitless in her cage.
I'm sorry. I've been so bad. I've been a bad dad. And he tries to go over their comforter, and he immediately fucking falls asleep on the ground.
She bites your hair.
I think it's like
You wake up with a bald spot.
Understood.
Teaches you to fall asleep in the kennel.
Alright.
that'll teach you.
That's him. He's sleeping for the rest of the day.
Okay, does everyone else just do that? Just sleep there. That's it. Also, Lady Rosalia, you come back, you realize that the street's completely repaired where it was damaged last night. It
Not
seems
even a
Silas
dust?
did keep his. Nope, not even a
Ugh.
dust. Yeah, it seems Silas kept his word and just simply glossed the whole thing over.
Did you like my meme?
Interesting.
It's wonderful.
You know, I don't even stop or bat an eye. I just go right over it as if it happened in this place.
Okay.
So it's great. It's repaired. Awesome. So I go inside the house, and I'm guessing fucking somebody's naked. I hope not. In fact, actually, I will like close my eyes after entering
his
the room.
boxer briefs.
Oh, that's fine.
Is
Okay,
he a
that's not that
boxers
bad.
or brief or a boxers brief type of guy? Or a
Oh,
loincloth guy? Well, yeah. What's he rocking?
it's bunk. That was a real character personality I gotta think about.
You gotta think about.
This is important
Your
lore
briefs or
information.
boxers,
He is a
guy. This is
cat. He
important.
is he a
Yeah,
Catholic cat?
remember, there's more options of fancy. There's like loincloth too, and thong.
True.
You
And
have the
thong.
tidy whities?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
It would probably be a loose pair of boxer briefs, not like fucking the what's it called? The elastic worn out kind of, you know.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you
Yeah, there you go.
come into
You
that.
see him and
Nothing
his
but raw muscle.
blasted.
True.
Scarred
He also has
body.
a lightning scar now.
True. Yeah,
It looks so
19
cool.
strength.
Bro, nice scars, dude.
Bro,
Nice
yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my god,
Don't
bro,
give
nice
away.
scars.
Whoa.
Me and
Nice
Tyson
guy.
bought the same thing. We both said nice. Same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be a part of this stream forward now.
At the same
The
time.
same thing. Oh
At the same
god.
time.
We're so synced up.
No, look at the gifts.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We're so synced up. Me and
insane.
Tyson synced up, then they both sent the same gift.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
My chest.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So yes, everybody gets a coffee. Congrats.
you all get a coffee. You all put your armor back on, and you get a real long rest. But now your sleep schedule's fucked.
Oh no.
Oh, great. Now we get to live vampire lives. Awesome.
We don't need to do that anymore. The quest is over. We were too low level for that quest line anyway. I saved us.
You guys
Thank
said
you.
we're gonna go talk to the fucking shaman, though. I just gotta wait for like 3 fucking months now. And be like, we have this map. We'll just,
I don't
No,
know.
we should
Every
probably
morning,
go talk to her immediately and get the
Yeah.
shit out of the way.
Can we just say, yeah, he's dead? Can you? Oh, we'll figure it out. You know what?
Yeah, we got time.
We were
You
told
wake
that we
up.
need to go talk to her anyway, because after the fact. Yes.
Who else wants this room, man? I have a weapon room. If somebody wants it,
Can you put it on my hands?
that would hurt really bad.
Okay.
You would have to fucking sew it into your flesh. Why would you ask for that? That's just like, ugh.
Who is gonna be based on like single focusing a target? That's the main question.
Probably gonna be me.
Focusing a specific individual down.
Honestly, I do put myself like in harm's way often.
Yes, but it would have to be placed on those new gloves we made, but
I don't know if that can carry any more enchantments, and I don't want to risk it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Puts it on, her hand just explode into fire. There's another outline on the ground.
He's fucking dead because he'd have to literally sew it into her hand.
Yeah.
You'd be fried, I fear.
So wait, so you can't do like runic tattoos?
I'm not
He's
how to tattoo people.
He's using string and a needle. Do you
Ooh,
want that tattoo?
You know what? I don't. I lied. Fuck that. That sounds painful as balls.
It's like weird. It's really, I guess, it's like
I do.
putting
I'm
on the
walking
gold
in, put it in
plating
my
of like a motherboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know
Do
what,
you
we're
have
walking
another
in. Give me
piece
a
for
trap shot.
armor?
You can put it here.
No, I put it on Sineas because he doesn't have a reaction currently.
Gotcha.
So I gave him a reaction-based thing. I figured he'd need that.
Also, Toby, and such. That's we're talking about just random stat shit now, and we're 3 minutes late technically. All right,
Okay,
so
I'm
and
sure.
Bye,
Bye.
bye.